liking it, babe. I don't even wanna talk, I'm just smoking my haze. I've been stuck in my ways, I've been stuck here for days. I've been staring at the clock as the radio plays. I've been slave. Yeah, rolling another, I'm stuck in my seat for the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole damn week. No kidding, I'm skinny, I cannot eat. Got a million cause that depend on me. Yeah, every friend in my family, from a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down to make new thoughts, like jumping off of that rooftop. Hold my camera when I do nothing to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. Full of stage, trying to find my pain. See the sun coming out of that rain. Not tame, really not tame. I'ma never slow down, I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage, it's taking over. Yeah, I'm a slave. Slave for you. Ripping harder, more less. Never stop, no rest. Till the stress is breath in my chest. Till it's diamonds wrapping my neck. Progress to a god from a god mess. Hopeless, more tests. More blessed. Dug deep down trying to find my best. Find a beast, had to kill a conquest. I'm next. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down to make new thoughts. Like jumping off of that rooftop. Hold my camera when I do nothing to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. Full of stage, trying to find my pain. See the sun coming out of that rain. My tame, really not tame. I'ma never slow down, I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage, it's taking over. Yeah, I'm a slave for you. I'm headed to the bottom of the bottle. I've been drowning, I've been floating away. Every other dollar that I got in bed, I probably went and it away. I ain't f***ing okay, I ain't liking it, babe. I don't even wanna talk, I'm just smoking my haze. I've been stuck in my ways, I've been stuck here for days. I've been staring at the clock as the radio plays. I'm enslaved. Yeah, rolling another, I'm stuck in my seat for the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole damn week. No kidding, I'm skinny, I cannot eat. Got a million cause that depend on me. Yeah, every friend in my family, from a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down to make new thoughts, like jumping off of that rooftop. Hold my camera when I do nothing to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. Full of stage, trying to find my pain. See the sun coming out of that rain. My tame, really not tame. I'ma never slow down, I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage, it's taking over. slave for you. Ripping harder, more less. Never stop, no rest. Till the stress is breath in my chest. Till it's diamonds wrapping my neck. Progress to a god from a god mess. Hopeless, more tests. More blessed. Dug deep down trying to find my best. Find a beast, had to kill a conquest. I'm next. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down, make new thoughts. Like jumping off of that rooftop. Hold my devil when I do not to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yours. Steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. I'm full of stage, trying to find my pain. I'm still sun coming out of that rain. My day, really my game. I'ma never slow down. I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over. I'm a slave.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure is to have you live and in charge for well, a little fun, a little entertainment value, a little bit of everything that we could possibly see. It is qualifying here, Gateway International Speedway. It is the final race of the regular season. As I'm sitting here trying to go live on a few different platforms here. There we go. All right. We're trying to do 90 things at once. Do apologize about that. We are live. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter. Every single one of them. It's going to be absolutely amazing race. We'll talk about it here in just a second. These drivers ready to rock and roll. Mr. Van Nest, much love. Hunter Lagunas, thank you very much for the follow out there as well. I saw that just a moment ago. It is Gateway Week 18, final race of the regular season. We're going to crown a regular season champion tonight, and of course, it always. We appreciate everybody being out there. It's just going to be, it's a great track. Our plans were to go to this track this year, but because of Jess's schedule and her having to have surgery, we're not going to be able to do that. So because of that, we're going to just kind of do our thing here. So we're going to be looking at it. I'm joined in the broadcast booth by Bryant Lucas. Bryant has been part of the Signature Esports platform for a hot minute. Bryant, how are you doing, sir?
Doing good, Jason. It's been a good day out here in Utah. Nice, good temperature. How you doing?
It's gonna storm again. We're gonna get out of the tornado. I think that's gonna happen. So it is the weight of the world, right? Starting grid for today's race is gonna be week 18 at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Levi Allen's gonna be your pole sitter here. Kobe Hartung, your outside pole sitter. Eric Schaefer, Anthony Crowder, we're gonna make up row number 2. Big Schaefer is gonna be fast here, I think. Strickland, Jason Day are gonna make up row number 3. Brandon Banks, Sam Benson, row number 4. Robert Church, Michael Coulter Jr., row number 5. Retchen and Donna Williams are gonna be there, row number 6. Row 7, Connor Hazel, Anthony Shook, John Hammond, Greg Whitehead, road number 8. Big Arch is going to have Devin Asuda there back at road 9. Brad Dove, Christopher Bursch, and Alex Thompson all in the mix tonight. Starting grid is going to be hot and heavy. 21 drivers in today's race. It's going to be cool. Thank you to everybody out there watching on TikTok. I appreciate you. This is going to be a great race. I enjoy Worldwide Technology. It is it's fast, it's furious. It's a 1.25 mile length track. Track temperature right now, it's a blistering 115 degrees though. It's going to be interesting to see. ChopShopRacing.net if you want to be a part of the platform that defines sim racing. Well, they're getting pretty darn close. Track Racer weather report says 74 degrees on the air temperature, 56% humidity, cloudy skies, 8-mile-an-hour wind. You're going to run 160 laps. Stage is going to be a lap 50. No fast repair, and they have a total of 4 sets of tires. That means they have the set they start with and 3 on the wall. Bryant, what's the verdict here? How do these drivers have to put themselves in there?
Into the playoffs, or I missed your question?
Well, I mean, what do they got to do to win the race?
Oh, you gotta learn this track because we see a lot of people in 1 and 2. They're downshifting the 3rd gear there, but in 3 and 4 we have some downshifting. We have some staying in 4th gear. So we're gonna have to keep a close eye on gear shifts tonight. Other than that, it's a common Bryant saying, take care of your dang tires, boys.
It's the most important thing. How about it? 160 laps, pace cars in. We're going to go green flag racing for 160 laps here at Gateway International. Thank you, Anna, for jumping in. Thank you to everybody jumping in on TikTok. I appreciate you. We're going to be side by side. Alan, Hartug, side by side. Ooh, already free.
Oh, way loose. Here comes Schaefer. Sorry, Schaefer on the bottom there. He saw Levi Allen just get way out of sorts off the corner there. And you gotta watch turn 2 there. It's like Auto Club and all those other tracks, you know. There's light banking here, but there's still banking. So you come off that corner and come out of the banking, and you seem to lose that car.
This car is going to be absolutely devastated if they get into any issues here. So we'll see what these trucks are going to be able to do. Eric Schaefer into 2nd now, up 1 spot. Levi Allen drops back to 4th here as the number 41 truck pushes in, and it's going to have to regroup and recollect. This is going to be about that long run. That long run is going to be very important. They should be able to make it on tires and fuel. I do believe I don't think they've shortchanged themselves for this first part of this race. Kobe Hartung out front. We'll be looking throughout the field and all the fine folks that are out there. Beef Jerky Unlimited giving your driver cams on all the platforms out there. If you haven't done so again, there's Alex Thompson and the missus out there. His fiance getting some love. Appreciate everybody out there. Who else we got? I think we got Dove. Dove's sideways.
Oh,
give me a moment. Dove is sideways. Dove is crooked.
Not right.
We don't want him. We don't want him crooked. Hold on. Bam. Here it is. That should be fixed. Dove's back to normal. He might have been dizzy. And then there's Chris Roberge, one of the finest Canadians you're ever going to meet out there on that platform. Much love to all the driver cams presented by Beef Jerky Unlimited. SpeedyTrophies.com. If you need a trophy out there for whatever you're using, whatever kind of festivity you're trying to celebrate, whether it be like a Mullen trophy or an iRacing trophy, or maybe you need something engraved, a plaque made, I encourage you to check out SpeedyTrophies.com. They're going to be able to give you all of the phenomenal finesse of a locally owned business, and we encourage you to do it. Use promo code CHOPSHOP and save yourself a little bit of money. That's how that one works out. Juan Garcia, thank you for joining out there. Thank you to everybody joining out there on TikTok. I appreciate you very much. It's absolutely amazing to see everybody knocking in there. Kenny, thank you for joining. I appreciate you. I can see who's joining, who's not joining, and which is really cool. I appreciate that. Donald, thank you for joining out there as well. TikTok is going to be kicking butt. But you guys out there on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, make sure you hit that like. Miss Coulter's mom. That's Michael's mom out there. Coulter's getting some love. Appreciate you, dear. Thank you for being in chat again. Mr. Crowder says, be consistent and save tires. Note to self.
Amen. You know, something I noticed, Jason, lap 3, it did not take them long. They got into a rhythm. This is a huge rhythm track. Everybody got into a rhythm quick. But somebody who's not gelling with the rhythm at the moment is Michael Strickland. I've been watching him, and he got slowly passed by Brandon Banks, Jason Day, and Sam Benson. And it's like he's just, I don't know if he's just taking it easy or if he's just out of rhythm at the moment.
I think if we know anything about Stryker, I think he is just going to be taking his time. 38 a little free in front of him. You see him, Stryker diamonding the corner, comes out. 38 a little free. He might be just letting a few drivers just kind of move and groove forward. That might be just what he's trying to do here. I don't know. We'll kind of have to see what's going to be maintained here. That's for darn sure. Middle on board. That's Striker right there. One of the league owners right behind him, Michael Coulter Jr. Your biggest movers of the race. John Hammond's going to be up 4. And, I take that back. Chris Roberge. Roberge likes to try to move forward as much as possible. That's just his nature.
Start in the back and in the front is his mentality.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Kobe Hartung out front, 3/4 of a second here. Hartung and Schaefer. A few weeks ago, they had a little contact. We're going to see if the race line's going to transpire here. Can Hartung hold off Eric Schaefer, who likes short tracks? He likes being free. He likes the feeling of his vehicle just pretty much being on the rails all the time.
I think some big news here is Nathan Bigart. He's been dominant all season, and he's sitting way back in 12th place right now. I would suspect, sorry, I'm trying to hit some surprising ones, and I'd suspect that he works his way forward quickly.
And if he doesn't, he's going to be learning the track as he go. 10 of 160 in this. And I tell you what, Gateway runs some long. I was surprised to see 100. I know it's a 1 1/4 length track. I was surprised to see 160 laps based on the lap times that these tracks are going to be. It's very slow in the corner. It's almost the opposite shape of Darlington when it comes to what it is, but it's much flatter, and you have to be out of the gas a lot longer, and you have to really manage and maintain your tires.
It's also like Martinsville in a way, is where, like, especially 1 and 2, you kind of just try to cruise it through that corner, and then you're drag racing down that back stretch.
Well, one of the things that I like to see about these kinds of tracks, well, first and foremost, the cloud cover coming over. We talked about the weather just a little while ago. With the cloud cover coming over like it is, it kind of changes the dynamic of the track. You get into the straightaways, you get in the corners, the groove will kind of change. And if everybody's running the same line, the dynamic tire model that iRacing has absolutely pushes you to try to get around somewhere else.
Oh yeah.
Man,
Levi
oh, man.
Allen is really close to the bumper of Anthony Crownover. He's been trailing him for a minute, expecting a move to be made here soon for that 41 car. Had a bad start there, got loose out of turn 2. Hopefully you can see that 41 car start to make back up some ground here.
Well, one thing that we know that Levi Allen likes, he likes his short tracks. The same with Crownover, Anthony Crownover, Virginia native. I don't know if he's going to be rearview mirror driving, but he might be just kind of looking ahead, saying, all right, I need to save a little bit here. I need to try to find my way into the groove. But Levi looking to downshift into 1 and 2. You'll see that the exit, he's going to be a little bit free, but I'm not quite sure if Crownover is downshifting right now. To take a look and kind of get on board with the dashboard here. No, not downshifting at all.
Definitely going to watch him in 1 and 2. That's where he's going to be likely downshifting.
Well, I was hearing Levi downshifting 3 and 4 as well.
Yeah, so and that's what I was talking about. Some people are downshifting in 3 and 4 as well.
Third gear here now for Crownover.
Yeah.
Back on the throttle early. And they're trying to close into Hartung. Somebody who is closing into Hartung right now is going to be Colby Hartung. Eric Schaefer trying to close into Colby Hartung right now. As these drivers will continue to work. Schaefer running where he can. A lot of the drivers that have freed up their trucks, they're going to be able to run without having to downshift as much. But that's utilizing a little bit of how much you're going to free that truck up. Man, oh man. If you haven't done so, reach up. I encourage you to do so. You're going to hit that like button for me. That's a long way to help support what we do over here at Signature Esports. That's how we buy tracks and pay for bills. And, the more interactions we get, the better off it is. Those kinds of things. That's what we want to see Make sure you do so. Signature Esports likes. We like our iRacing. We like our gaming. We like everything that you can ever imagine when it comes to being a part of the gaming industry. So we appreciate everybody. iRacing is our biggest platform. It's one of the things that we've striven to, or we've been driven to continuously improve. So that's we like calling these races. How about Brandon Banks? He is looking very strong here. One of the things that I want to note is Nathan Bigart. He's going to be up 6 spots now. He's going to be trying to get inside the top 10. He has a 61-point lead for the regular season championship, and would basically need a bigger field, and somebody would have to, 1, lead the most laps, and 2, and that someone would be Michael Strickland. Have to carry all the bonus points. Like Bigart would have to get a penalty of this race, and Strickland win the most points, or have the most points in this race. But 1 to the bottom. Coulter Jr. is going to be in 11th. Speaking of points, I didn't even grab him, man. I didn't even grab him. Unfortunate.
Come on, Jason.
You know,
you're better than this.
You know, I was trying to get myself situated, and I was trying to help some people out. Yeah, that just didn't work out. It's my bad, folks. My bad.
Schaefer's up to the bumper of Hard Tongue. Speaking of points,
I was going to say, one on the bottom side here. He was he went off the track there. Schaefer to the back bumper of the 14.
He's looking to the inside.
He's going to pull that air. Side by side, both drivers out of the throttle. You can tell they're out of the throttle because of the flames that come out of the tailpipes of these trucks. Schaefer, Hardtongue side by side. Schaefer not quite clear just yet. He's going to be clear now.
He's clear.
Yep, there's no hole too deep from Paul's Drilling Company. Takes over the lead. First lead change of the race. Sorry, second lead change of the race. So now, what does Hardtongue need to do?
Be patient. Wait for Eric to burn his stuff up. We see Eric's definitely a hard charger, and he seems to burn his equipment up a little bit here and there. Other than that, did we get the points up?
I'm working on it.
Okay, sorry. That's where we were transitioning to.
I'm working on it. Yeah, I was working on it. Now they're up. Big Art, 5 wins on the series. Kobe Hardtongue has, Big Art has 8 wins on the series, 5 stage wins. Kobe Hardtongue has 5 stage wins as well. Stryker with a win and a stage win has been maintaining that playoff standing. But when it comes to the playoff points, when things transfer to next week, Nathan Bigart and Kobe Hardtongue, both of those drivers carrying the most points as far as playoff points go currently.
It's a good advantage to have. You can rest easy in the case you get a DNF, and you can make it up the next week and try to push. So definitely good to have those stage points and the playoff points.
Roberge is putting in some effort. He's going to be up 8 spots so far. He likes the short tracks as well, and a Ford tonight. Watching him drive another series, he changes up the manufacturers, and I'm like, but don't. And that's that's never good. Thank you for the rose out there. Much love to you. I appreciate the roses out there on TikTok. You're at, I know it says user out there. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate you very much. Absolutely fantastic. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Christine Storma. Thank you for the like out there as well. Much love to you. I appreciate it. I know you guys can see my camera on TikTok. You can't see my camera on the rest of the platforms, but thank you so much to everybody out there. Eric Schaefer's going to be out front. Kobe Hardtongue still holding on to that third spot right there. Thank you to everybody who's joining in and giving us all that action. I know that it's kind of different because normally, you know, we call races in that horizontal view, and now I've got it all in that vertical view, and it's a little bit different. It is a little bit different. What you got?
There's a battle going on for third here. Anthony Crownover finally got a little bit shaky into the corner, and the 41 was able to get underneath him. He has got Brandon Banks on his bumper. Lots of pressure here. He is putting maximum pressure on the 55, and he has been for probably at least 10 laps now. And now he's got pressure on his bumper as well. So we're going to see a lot more aggressive action. You can see back there in the distance, we've got Jason Day also catching these guys up. So a lot of pressure here for Anthony Crownover. A lot of positions can be lost if he does not play this right.
Brandon Banks to the inside, 4,528 on the I ratings. Going to have the corner exit here. This is where patience builds momentum. You know, the 1.25 mile length track here still uses a lot of fuel to get around this thing, but I do believe they're going to be either really close on fuel or they're going to be right on the money. I do believe they're going to be at most mile-and-a-half tracks. You can see them run roughly about 35 to 38 laps, and so they may still have to pit. Eric Schaefer carries 0.6 of a second over Colby Hartung as we speak. Thank you to everybody. That's the second time I've received roses out there on that platform. Can I add the alerts? Yeah. We're gonna add alerts to our stream here. That way it shows up for the TikTok users. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Colby Hartung, Anthony Crownover, Levi Allen trying to get to the outside. 55 try to hold on. 54 to the inside. The battle for third between three, all within a blanket. But watch out now, Jason Day still in tow.
Yeah, he's sneaking into the picture here. The 54 goes around Levi Allen, and Levi's like, I've been behind him for 10 laps. It's time to give this young buck a shot. I don't see Levi sending it deep on him here. Levi knows that if he can get the 54 to pass the 55, he can follow the 54 underneath and by. So kind of a smart move by the 41, I think. I think that... See here, goes the 54 to the bottom of the 55. The 41 should try to follow if he can. Doesn't look like any effort was done there, too.
Great defense for the 55 there of Anthony Crownover. He may have given up that spot, but he's got Levi Allen still where he needs to be. Levi, of course, in the Super Late Series, did a great job of finding his groove. Entertainment value starting to pick up here for the battle for third. I got a root beer float.
Got a root beer float?
Well, but yeah, the missus just brought me a root beer float.
Oh my gosh. Can she bring me one?
And a root beer float glass. I didn't even know we had these.
Oh. That sounds about right. A&W, or what's your root beer of choice?
No, so this is a new root beer that my son found. It's called Fletcher's. I don't know.
Fletcher's?
Yeah,
Fletcher's root beer.
Yeah, something like that. And so she put in ice cream, and I think that's vanilla bean ice cream.
Nice.
I've got a root beer float. I never have a root beer float. I love Disney. Thank you for the like on the live. Much love to you. I appreciate you. Thank you for the likes, folks. I encourage you to do so. Thank you to everybody that's out there on TikTok. Thank you for being on TikTok. I got a root beer float. It never happens. The last time I had a root beer float was probably more than, oh man, I'm going to say Cody's 10, probably 8, 9 years ago, maybe. Something like that. I don't mind myself a little root beer float. That's pretty darn good, right? All right, let's pick up the pace right now. 55 trying to track down Brandon Banks trying to track down Colby Hartung and Eric Schaefer. Anthony Crownover's done a great job to hold off Levi Allen, but Jason Day is now right in front of his teammate. 41, little wiggle there. Who you got your eye on back here? There's got to be some more people back here you got your eye on.
Oh, man, I was looking at Roberge because he was making some passes, but now he is in some free space. Other than that, we got a good cluster from 7th from Sam Benson back to 9th, and then that's one, and it's not a very close cluster, but it's a cluster.
It's enough, right? I think that's the big key. Yeah, it's enough.
There goes the 01 underneath the 88. Nathan and Big Art working on Strickland. Gets way out of sorts there. The 01 cruises by.
was a little bit free there. Absolutely a blessing in disguise when it comes to sometimes you get free, you have to cool the tires off. And, you know, every one of these drivers are going to be thinking, I need some tires.
Yeah, but the next closest battle is a little farther back, and we got a group of 4 here between Greg Whitehead, Brad Dove, Anthony Shook, and Darnell Williams. They're kind of in a small group of 4 here, but definitely Brad Dove and Anthony Shook are real close together.
Dove up 3 spots. He is one of the driver cams that will show on the main screen over there on YouTube and all that stuff. Dove trying to do a great job of holding some folks off. Anthony Shook is going to be in that 17th spot right now, off 3 from the start of the race. Donnell Williams, Greg Whitehead side by side. Greg Whitehead on the bottom side. We'll see if Donnie can hold him off coming around the outside of the race line. I know that Dove is he's out there. He's going to be happy with his race so far. Anthony Shook on the back bumper of Brad Dove. Dove, do you want me to spot for you?
Oh.
Let's see if he smiles. He has me in his ear every single race.
Oh,
I know that I'm there. I'm like a calm disservice to give him some motivation. He's trying to
use
focus
the
here.
ninja to talk to him?
No. He listens to the stream while we broadcast.
Okay, yeah, I knew that. Hi, Dubby.
Much love to Brad Dove out there and all that he does. Little Dove Farm LLC. We like what he does. Right now, he's got a little bit of Anthony Shook on the back bumper, but he'll be able to make that one work and continue to push. Let's check in on young Alex Thompson. He's going to be back here at the tail end of the field. We'll see what he's got going on. Thank you to everybody joining out there on TikTok. You guys keep killing it out there. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. It's something new, something different for everything that we're doing. So I appreciate you.
The 25, the 7. It was a third 4 that went wrong.
Oh, no. There it is.
7.
No, you're good. You're good. Here it is. 7. Oh, the 7 up to the 25. Little net code. 25 gets a little. Oh yeah, they got a little touch and go moment there for both of those drivers. First caution of the race. Let's back that up. I think the 7 had a little net code to the 25, which pushed him up a little bit. And I mean, it was just barely enough net code that would have freed up the 25. So this is at a corner exit here, folks. So the 7 of Anthony Shook down on the bottom side here. Drifts up, gets a little net code, puts him into the wall. And 25, and then they just kind of collect each other there. Man, oh man. They happen. Thank you for all the likes out there. Thank you to everybody for being out there. I appreciate you. Cautions are pretty darn good. And at a track like at Worldwide, they seem to be tame and wall related. Here's a caution right here.
Yeah.
Bam. Actually, I think Shook took the brunt of that damage. I know both of them have left front damage now, but Anthony Shook, look, he got sandwiched there. All right, Lucky Dog coming around. It's going to be Mark Wretched. No, who is that? Who is that? Robert Church. Churchy coming around. He's got some storms out there that we want to make sure that he, we know that he's in our thoughts. So if you see Church just disappear, we know he's got another tornado headed his way. A lot of drivers not coming to pit road here. But we have a few that are coming to pit road. Are they thinking about points? Might be possible. Hey, what? That root beer float's pretty good.
I'm sure it is. I saw that. Oh man, 25 just cuts off the 7. Oh, I thought there was going to be some payback there possibly. They got really close there, get on the pit road. But I saw these two battle, and I'm like, I'm going to sit here on this battle. I could tell that something was about to go down, and of course it did.
I think Brad was just late to the access road. That's it. Yeah, he was trying to come to the access road, and yeah, that's all that was.
Yeah, just it looked like it, but I was like, yeah, no, that's not what's.
Nah, they didn't. There's no intentional wrecking happening here. That's crazy. That's insane. I wouldn't
Potential
hate to
door
do-
bangs are okay though.
Yeah, you can lean on each other a little bit. All right, got to keep the tires. We don't want them too cold, but right now they're pretty greased up, and we'll see if anybody's going to be able to hold on here. One of the things that is pretty crazy about this racetrack is the fact that when the tires go, the tires are gone, but everything kind of levels out pretty quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're going to kind of have to wait and take a look and see what they've got going on. Thank you, everybody out there on Facebook. Thank you, everybody out there on YouTube. Much love to you folks on YouTube. Make sure that you reach up. You do hit that like button for me. It goes along with the sports stream. Again, I appreciate you. Be a spicy restart on the loud pedal. I think so, Brock. Mr. Brock, much love to you, brother. I appreciate you. How are you doing, my friend? I think so. I absolutely think so.
A couple things to look for on these restarts. This restart here, guys. We got about 10 laps to go till stage break. So these guys are racing for stage points all the way back to 12th. Also, this track has cooled down quite a bit. 10-degree difference. Even some cool down out in the air temperature. We started the race at 76. We've dropped to 75. And we started at 115 or 115, 117.
Yep.
And we have dropped all the way down to, we were just at 105. It just came back up to 106. Sun is back out. This track is going to be changing again. Schaefer's car is going to be changing because he was fast in the shade. Now the sun is back out. Is it time for Kobe Hardtongue to shine again once the sun's come back out? Or is Schaefer's car that much better?
I think this is going to be a battle about the drivers. Thank you for the like, Mr. Brock. I appreciate you, sir. This is going to be all about what happens to that restart. Can things be shaken up? Are things going to be shaken up? You know, there's a lot that goes into this. So it's going to be insane. I'm looking forward to it. Little iRacing action. We're live on 5 different platforms. And things seem to be going okay, so I'm seeing things looking pretty decently here. So thank you to everybody for being out there. Much love to you. It means the world to me. First caution, green flag. Here comes Banks.
Oh, great run there for Banks.
DBR team now within a blanket. Eric Schaefer, Brandon Banks, crown over back to 4th. Levi Allen in tow. Again, this is where we see some of the best restarts on these flat, short tracks. Insanity can happen. Look at this race line. They're going to come around. This is one of my favorite cameras on this racetrack because it gives you a long look at what you would see from the TV cams on the long pylons. If you have not seen any of these, any of the cameras at Worldwide Technology, I encourage you to try it out. Get over to Worldwide Technology and go watch the NASCAR race. 14 to the outside, Banks to the inside. That was a little bit free right there, I think.
Jason Day got into the 01 just a little bit there.
Oh, hold on to it. Watch out. John Hammond, new tires. A whole lot of madness. He says, hold on to it. What is that? Hold on to my adult beverage? 75 clears to 38. John Hammond up to 8th. He restarted 17th. Right back here. That's where Churchy is right now.
And he is catching the leader right now in traffic. His gap is staying the same or he is gaining.
Woo!
Oh, Jason Day and Nathan Bigart get into it again, and this is holding up John Hammond. Can Hammond take it 3 wide?
I mean, he could. He's gonna. Not can he. He's gonna. There's no can he. He's gonna. 3 wide quarter exit. 75 new tires. He wants the stage win. John Hammond up 9. And this will be where everything transfers. Now, this is all for those points. This is one of those things that you got to remember. The more stage points he gets, the better off his playoff result is going to be when it comes to getting into the playoffs. We looked at the points earlier. Top 16 are, I believe the top 16 are transferred. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Brian, but Right now, 75 to the inside. That is the 41 of Allen to the outside, and he's already up to fifth.
Yeah, and he has gained 0.6 of a second since he was behind Big Art and Jason Day. He is cruising forward here. Now just 1 second gap to the leader here. He is making up time quick here.
John Hammond with the absolute, he's a half second faster a lap. And right now he's 1 second behind Eric Schaefer. John Hammond on the run. He's going to get to Brandon Banks. Can he hold off? Banks is not going to be able to hold off new tires here. Side by side for Hammond and Banks.
I think Hammond's going to have a problem once he gets up to this 14. This 14's known to fight for his position very, very strongly. So we're going to have to see how the 40-75 does here.
I don't think that there's a shot in the dark. Side by side, 75-14. Lap time, so he hasn't run enough time on the tires here. Yeah, I mean, he's just in.
Gone.
Half second, 47, down to the bottom. Put some dirty air on the 75's nose. We're 4 laps to go to the stage, completing lap 47 as we speak. We only have 2 drivers off the lead lap. Brad Dove, one of those drivers right behind. It's going to be Anthony Shook. As right now, Eric Schaefer. We'll see the 75 in tow. 47, 75. 75 can get to the back bumper. Can he get into it? 47 trying to hold off John Hammond. 0.2 of a second lead. The battle is on for the stage. We're going to be 3 laps to go. 48 being completed. Oh, 47 down to the 75. 75 side. 47 into the wall. He got free off the corner. John Hammond was there in the corner. And now Eric Schaefer dropping back. No.
Gonna hurt for him for sure.
Big Art break there heavily. And right now, Brandon Banks trying to close in. 14 got around.
Look up there. There's the 98 working on Big Art. Oh my gosh, Roberge.
Roberge came in for tires as well. The cycle will be everything. 54-14 side by side. 01. 98 to the back bumper. Can he do it? It's 2 laps to go to the stage as John Hammond starts to pull away. He's got a 0.9 of a second lead right now. 14, 54 inside. 01 to the bottom. That's a little pass. Look at Roberge. Roberge to the high side.
Gonna go all the way to the outside there and go, all right, fine. You won't let me by. I'll go all the way up there and I'll make the passes. Here we go. Goes underneath Schaefer here.
98 to the inside. Oh, man, this is white flag for the stage. He's going to have Schaefer here, but can he get around the next 2? He's got the inside lane 3 wide.
There he goes. Those 2 are battling too hard. Here goes Roberge.
Roberge to clear the 14. 14 bump to the 98. Can he get him into the corner? It's him fast and furious to the inside. 54 up the race line. 54 might be able to battle here. 01 to the inside. John Hammond gets the stage win by a hot mile. And Chris Roberge will be able to do just the same. That'll be the end of your stage. As your top 10 will be thrown. John Hammond, stage win. Chris Roberge getting through traffic. And now that is 1 set down. And that changes kind of everything. See, thank you for the share out there. Much love. Thank you for sharing the live stream on TikTok. I appreciate that. And if I miss TikTok alerts, folks, it's only because there's no sound to it. I can hear all the sounds to the alerts over on our other stuff. There's no real sound that happens with the TikTok alerts. So much love to you. Thank you for the share. I appreciate you. Thank you to everybody who's watching everywhere out there. It's absolutely insane to see, and it's absolutely insane to be a part of a growing, not just our platform, but a growing. I think iRacing went through a big boom, and then all of a sudden, life starts happening, things get back into it. I think iRacing is still a platform that is absolutely fantastic to be able to get out there and be a part of. So, all right, these drivers are going to come in for tires or fuel. And right now, Coulter Jr., he made it all the way up to 7th. John Hammond is not going to come in. I think he and Roberge are going to stay out. I think Coulter Jr. is probably going to stay out as well. We'll see. If they take that back, Coulter might come in for some fuel. Interesting. Holy goodness. All right, folks, what do you think of the race so far? I appreciate everybody being out there. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's been a great race. It's had its fair share. Second caution, but this is due to the stage. And the top 10 of the stage, it matters. But John Hammond, Chris Roberge, 1-2, taking tires, and that's what 37 lap fresher tires do. Lucky Dog coming around is going to be the 25 of Brad Dove. And he and Anthony Shook. Now, Anthony Shook's going to be stuck behind a couple of drivers here. That's one of the things that I was noticing as well. Anthony's kind of praying for a little bit of a caution, I think. Hank, thank you for joining. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the likes out there, folks. I appreciate you very much. I really do. Oh, my goodness.
Looks like Robert Church stayed out. Alex Thompson also stayed out. Brad Dove stayed out. Oh nope, he did not. He got the lucky dog.
Lucky dog.
He got the lucky dog. He's hitting pit road right now.
Anthony Shook coming to pit road as well. He's still a lap down. We'll see how that's going to phase for him. John Hammond will be your race leader. That's one thing I do want to check on John. They had a little bit of contact earlier, and that's actually let me go back to that. There's still lights on here, so we'll be okay to go back and look. It was around 47 or so. John making the pass. Brandon Banks, 46. Hassan Hartung. Passing Eric Schaefer. Here's lap 48. So right here, I just want to go and show. If 45 has the line in, and the 47 was going to defend the line. So let's far chase this real quick so everybody can see what we saw earlier. 75 has the very by new tires, and the 47, I think he was just free. And they get out of the corner. Oh, and the 47, it's just free. That's what happened. So, yeah, he's just free. He tried to come down to try to protect the line, but as he did, it freed the truck up. You can see it's just slightly sideways there. We're looking at the 47 up here of Eric Schaefer. Going to be right there. You see, it's just sideways into the corner. I mean, he turns in sideways right there and nowhere for. I mean, Hammond's there. He's got speed. So they get out of it. 47 off the corner, just free. Ugh. So hopefully he's going to be able to get that fixed and keep it fixed. I do believe he's still in the race. He is. He's coming back around, so he'll still be on the lead lap. Great things. Adeline, thank you very much for joining. Appreciate you. Thank you to everybody who's been joining in on our TikTok. Much love to you, user Tom. Thank you very much for joining as well. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the users, all the people out there that are maybe new to this. David, thank you for joining as well. Much love to you. I appreciate you. Thank you to all of you fine folks. Tom, Mr. Mattingly, thank you very much for joining. I appreciate you. Thank you to everybody who is out there. I know that we have a little bit of a stream delay, but it's because I had to. So thank you very much. I had to. The only reason I had to is because I wanted to make sure it worked well. Lights are going to be off on the pace car. We're going to go back at it. Who's your money on?
Not John Hammond, because we talked about him too much.
He won the stage. He's got a stage win. That's a win in my books. Outside lane on the restart. 16 is going to be there with him. 98 there as well. Brand new tires for a lot of drivers. Green flag.
John Hammond's kind of got a buffer here. Oh, whoa. What's going on with Roberge? Oh, across the racetrack, he collects the 55.
Oh, no.
Caution. It's not good.
Roberge had an issue. Now we got to check his driver cam. He is having some issues here.
I think we had a wheel failure there.
I think he did.
Let me take a look at his in-car here.
He is very much. He's freezing up here, so yeah, he's freezing up on the camera side, so he might just be having an issue on his end. Oh no. And Roberge is probably one of the cleanest guys you're ever going to see get out there and race with. So, and that, you know what? That is 2 weeks in a row, though. There are 2 races in a row that we've seen this.
Okay, so it looks like he was just trying to steer down the racetrack so he could let everybody by, but that did not quite work out because he's got full control of his gas and everything. Looks like he does not have control of his gearbox though. Now he does. Hard to watch.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for him. Here's Anthony Crownover right here. Take a look at this restart here. Outside lane, it's a better restart. Church is right behind Roberge. Crownover just nowhere to go here. A truck just ends up in his lap. Oh, just barely though. Jason Day, Greg Whitehead gets collected in that as well. Oh no. Well, under caution, John Hammond still leading here. There goes the 7 of Anthony Shuck. He's going to be back on the lead lap, so we'll have every driver on the lead lap. Man, oh man.
It's like he went down to the corner and his brake pedal just didn't work.
It's possible. It's very possible. He might have had a malfunction.
Yeah, that actually makes sense because if you look at it, that would make sense. You can see where he would want to go and push on the brakes, and he cannot. The brake pedal doesn't push, and so he tries to dive to save it, you know?
I'm going to bring him up. We're going to ask him. We're going to ask him. I know he's in the Chevy team, but we're gonna. Well, I gotta close some tabs here. There he is. Chris, hold on, buddy. I got you live.
Oh, hello.
We got to ask what happened because it looked like a malfunction.
Yeah, my screen completely froze on me. I had to decide to duck down quickly, and when I popped up again, it was too late. So I slammed my brakes as much as I can, and not to go with everybody. So I decided to go on the grass, and it's been doing that for a couple times. I hope it calms down by then.
I hope it does, brother. We wanted to make sure you were good, and there wasn't like bad weather or anything like that was affecting your race as well. So
no,
it's okay, man. Let me check your camera. Let me make sure your camera, because your camera was freezing up there a little bit too. I wanted to make sure it wasn't your camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah, somehow my CPU were up to 98, so I said, okay, well, I'll put the air conditioner on to cool it down, maybe.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that works, man. All right, well, good luck. I know you're getting some repairs. I know everything's good, but...
all done. There's only like 56 seconds of repairs.
Well, that's not that bad. Good luck on the restart, brother.
Thank you.
Give yourself another hard charge like you just did, okay?
I'm going to try my best.
All right, brother. That's Chris Roberge. She's going to be your... he's the 98 out there, and he hates being involved in anything or being the cause of anything. So, unfortunate for him. And the Crownover out there, he's going to be able to get some of his damage fixed. Just some left rear damage, so that's not too bad. That shouldn't affect too much of the turn in here, but man, Bryant, when it rains, it pours for some folks.
Yeah, it did. And, you know, you lose your screen there. And I got to say, props to Chris Roberge on the hard work he did right there. He did everything he could because he couldn't see. He did everything he could to try to stay out of the way, but unfortunately, just quite didn't make it, you know?
It happens. It happens to us. It happens to the best of us. John Hammond to Alex Thompson, Colby Hartung, Robert Church, Brenda Banks, Sam Benson. On the restart here, we see Thompson on the front row, just has to manage the tire here. Can he do it? Green flag. John Hammond gets the restart on the outside. 14 to the back, the corner up. 16 of Alex Thompson to the bottom side. Will be there to the back bumper. Race line still confused for some, but we'll see who's going to be free, who's going to be good. And now John Hammond leads And we're seeing Anthony Shook. He's gonna go a lap down here.
Something I noticed there, the 75 decided to take the outside, so it put the 14 behind Alex Thompson, and that's a genius move. Try to put that guy on fresh tires, mired in more traffic.
A lot of new tires will be soaked up here. 16 doing a great job of just trying to keep himself there. I think that's one of the things that I admire about this young man is that he is trying. He'll put himself under the wall before he tries to put himself into another driver. And Thompson has been ever improving. He had gotten as far down as I believe it was in the 6 to 700 I rating, and has worked himself back up to 1263, and that's quite a bit. Right now, able to battle back with the 5. 41 behind. That's Levi Allen, fastest lap of the race by your race leader now as Colby Hartung gets around the 75 of John Hammond, 3401. Now, all that Hammond needs to do is just monitor the tires and try to be able to make this one work, because we're under 100 laps, 97 laps to go when we get back around here. That's a race pace. I think Hartung just needs to settle in.
Yeah, like I said, it's a rhythm track. You got to get into the rhythm and start cooking.
Churchy right there. Greg Whitehead holding on. Thompson still inside the top 10. We see some drivers try to get around him here. There's Eric Schaefer to the bottom side. Schaefer, Thompson. Schaefer close to Thompson. Corner exit. Schaefer will be there to the inside. Anthony Shook coming off pit road once again. The 47 will run. Going to do a decent job. He's just going to keep that high line cooking. I think that's where he needs to be right now. Don't give up too much room. But a little bit older tire, even 10 laps is a lot when it comes to that. Right now, 16 gets a little bit into the wall there, and we're just going to keep following him for a little bit and see how this traffic kind of tries to get around what they've got going on here.
Hirsch and Thompson both on older tires.
There's a one to the inside. Cheers to the root beer float. I need another drink. It's pretty damn good, man. Pardon my language.
You need another drink. That sounded like something a little stronger. The 16 is getting eaten by the 1.
Coulter Jr. to the outside. We see 01 of Nathan Bigart. The 01, 101. Oh, hold on to it. Churchy back to the outside. The 01's going to send him. That's a little bump draft help. He's going to send him the corner. That's a bump and run look, but not quite there. 16 battles back. 1 to the outside. 01 in tow of the 1. Holy cow. Thompson is doing a phenomenal job here. He's up 11 spots. And you know what? He's in a rock and a hard spot with 13 lap older tires. And with a couple of restarts in them, it's insane to see. The side draft, 16 still battles back here. What a great run they have going on.
16 won't give up on it, that's for sure.
He's running where he needs to. There's the 55 of Anthony Crownover, 16 up near the wall. Wall tap for the 01, side by side for the 55. The 1 does clear here, and I think that's an advantage. John Hammond, Connor Hazel side by side here.
The 55, the 16. Oh, the 16 wasn't in it, but the 55 hit him, but I might stay green here.
Oh, caution comes out here. Anthony Crownover. Oh, the 01 and the 55. Oh, man. That wasn't on the 16.
No, it wasn't. He just got into the fit 16. He bumped into him as he was getting loose.
There it is. We like cautions. There they are. Hit fire. Thank you for Jordan. 55 drop. Oh, no. 01. Oh, maybe a little net code.
What a save by the 01.
What a save by the 55 there as well. Minimized the damage. Just got a little off track there. I think that was just a racing deal. I don't even think that there was anybody to blame there. I think this is just the race line that you're seeing produced. Yeah. Nope. 01 went to turn in. 55 was still just a little higher.
You got to look at Big Art's hands. You can see there's the Big Art past Anthony Crownover there. in turn 4, and you see from there a little bit of rough race, and they're pushing hard. But that's what a view from the cockpit.
Through the corner. Oh, down. Oh, and he got touched with a downshift at the same time. Wow. Well, you know
That's
what?
the wheel work.
That's the way it goes, right? That's the way we see it. That's the way the cookie crumbles. That's the way it is. Good to see you, man. You know, I mean, come on now. Alex Thompson coming to pit road. It's a good opportunity for him. He did a great job there. And you know what? Take a set of tires, because right now they're 70 laps in, just under halfway. So that would put a 45 lap stint in. So 45 and 45. If they can run 45 and 45, you'll be able to make that one work just fine. Anthony Shook's going to be your lucky dog here. He's a couple of laps down here, working the field, working what they do, doing exactly what they need to do. I think it's amazing. Oh man,
I'm taking tires here. What do you think?
that's what I'm doing. If I'm anybody that came in on 37, you can take a set now, and if this thing could run green, you could run a little bit longer, a little bit harder, a little bit faster. I mean, we're still 15 laps on these tires, so the tires are going to level off pretty decently, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where it'll show the difference.
You also got more caution laps on these tires. So new tires aren't going to be as big of an advantage as it was comparative to that stage 1 brake tires, for sure.
Yeah, 37 lap pressure tires. That's a whole different ball game. So, there's your race leader, Colby Hartung. Eric Schaefer has rebounded to 6th from the back of the field. Going to be there to the outside of Levi Allen. You know, Schaefer is very good at these racetracks. One of the best that we see out there. Brandon Banks sitting at second was trying to work on. I know we didn't focus a lot on the front of what was going on there, but because that was a great spot in the racetrack for those drivers, which is awesome. You know what I mean? Aaron, thank you for joining out there. Much love to you. I appreciate you. I think there's so much more to this racetrack that can benefit, especially if you can save some tire. You can have a top 10 night, right? Frank, thank you for joining as well. All right. Hold on to it, drivers. Ready to rock and roll. Thank you to all my friends out there on YouTube. You guys keep killing it. Much love to you. I hope you're all having a wonderful evening. Thank you for the likes out there. Thank you for all the views that we've got going on. Thank you to all the fine folks over on Facebook as well. Twitch, you guys are killing it. I think y'all are amazing. My tears for you. Because you guys warm my heart. I'm gonna cool it down with some more of this. It's a lot. I didn't realize just how much a root beer float actually is as it melts and all the ice cream and root beer does the thing. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
You were stuck on that dang root beer float, dude. You are stuck on it.
It's good, man. It's good. There's nothing wrong with the root beer float, right?
No, nothing wrong with it. I was just like, man, this guy really likes this root beer float.
when the missus brings you a root beer float, you take the root beer float. Just saying.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, RB? Mr. Black, how are you doing, my man? Much love to you. It's delicious.
Benefits of being married.
Yeah, yep. It's amazing. Dude, it's with Fletcher's root beer and vanilla bean ice cream. It's pretty good.
Here we go. Going green here. Control car is the 14. Gets a good jump off there. 38's not in the bumper, but 14 gets clear of the 54 easy on the restart.
How about this? Striker to the outside. Woo! Schaefer in tow of the 88. This is where I think Schaefer gives a bump. Or gets close enough.
It's 3 wide. It's 3 wide. Oh, no. You got it figured out. We got it.
Wheel hop from the 41. He went down to the rumble strips there and got it. Doing well, getting ready to jump on a drive in circles. Your favorite. Dude, it's amazing, man. one of the best things about iRacing is because it's another left turn.
One thing I am completely shocked about is nobody came down pit road. Well, we did a couple. We had a couple come down.
Mm-hmm.
But no big names came down and got tires.
Not yet.
I expected John Hammond to pit there, and he didn't.
Nah, he's trying to save that set. He wants to be on the off cycle. I would almost say that that's what he wants to do. Right now, Crownover came out on 69. So he is on a different kind of level right now, 75 of 160. The Insanity. Coulter Jr. is going to be back here in that one truck. He came in on 52. Ratchin came out on 69. I think he might be just trying to save a little bit here as well. Greg Whitehead came out on 52. Thompson came out on 69. I knew Thompson was going to come in. I think he was going to come in, one, to put himself in the back of the pack, and two, to get himself something fresh and something to look at, because that's one of the benefits of what he had going on. Now Roberge came out on 58. He got a lot of that damage replaced, and I think he's just trying to bide his time here just a little bit.
Yeah, one thing to keep your eyes on, the track is getting colder than ever before. We're all the way down to 104, and it's still dropping. A lot of cloud cover right now, so we got all the way back up to 115, and now we've dropped all the way back down. We're still headed lower as we hit 104.
There's enough time, or there's enough when the sun comes back out. Right now it's cloudy, but when the sun comes back out, it's enough of a heat up to be able to do that. And these trucks do apply. Their tires do apply enough to make that viable, but not enough to really get rid of that. Not enough to really change the dynamic of the race. So it would be what it is. STK TikTok, we're gonna give you a little bit bigger of a screen so I can place some logos up here for you. There you go. And then we gotta do that. Yeah. I still, Mr. ARB, I know if you're still out there, I'm telling you, people need your setup. People need to go out and mimic your iRacing setup. You know what I mean? Be cool. My green screen is not doing a very good job. We're gonna have to put another light over here or something to get rid of that shadow back here. I don't know. It is what it is. I'm telling you, man, you got one of the best. Crazy. I appreciate you. How'd you convince the missus? I guess that's the biggest question. How'd you convince the missus? Arton, Brandon Banks, 1-2. Sam Benson's going to be in front. Now, when you posted that other TikTok, I wanted to ask you real quick. When you posted that other TikTok, was it, a good little battle. Was it, you ordered an LED pit sign for your wall during your mental health? I love it, man. It's perfect. I know you raced before, but whenever you posted that TikTok about my analysis of your sim rig, was I pretty accurate of what was going on your sim rig? What's up, John? Good to see you out there. All right, where are you looking there, Bryant? I know you got your eyes on somebody.
I've been sitting here watching the battle between Michael Strickland and Levi Allen. Seems like they're starting to get some stuff heated up here.
Well, Hartung still out front. Quarter second, 88-41. That's a good little battle. But Schaefer, he's up to third so far. Oh, 55. Slides to 47. It's another part of the chop shop. Yep. Yeah, so they have the trucks on Tuesday. They have a road series on Wednesday. They have a dirt series on Monday. And the Cups on Friday. We call 3 of those 4. They just finished up the super late series, and where Jason Day, actually, who's in today's race, was crowned the super late champion this past Sunday. If you haven't noticed, he is actually my Facebook profile photo now. We gave him some love out there. Yeah, they do a lot, man. They do a bang up job. You know what I mean? I love their leagues. I really do. All right, we're over halfway. Hartung. Crown over, trying to close in. Eric Schaefer's going to be in fourth. And now, if they can get to a green flag pit stop, where does the race line dictate where they need to go? Did you have a butt kicker? I guess that's the big thing. Home-built T-slot aluminum rig, Moza R21 FF wheel, P1000 pedals, and a Sim Magic sequential shifter, which is awesome. All awesome. Where? But do you have anything going on underneath the seat? I guess is what I'm asking, because if not, then you could just see how much force feedback that your Moza wheel went. You know what I mean? All right. Let's find a battle. Where are we going?
Connor Hazel, Sam Benson have been going at it for a minute. Here goes the 01 below the 38. 38's been working on the 44. 38 needs to let the 01 by and use him to get by the 44. Not going to do that. He's going to fight the 01 here.
44 down, 01 to the inside. Yeah, you need to do a full video tour one day of all the nonsense. You should do it live. Make sure do a TikTok live that way. Because I've been talking to a few folks about, you know, doing some lives from like the phone or the iPad or something like that, and putting ourselves in a more personal setting instead of just like here's the gaming screen behind, here's my little webcam or whatever it is. The Moza shakes the rig. It's awesome. That's insane. He's got a heck of a room. Let's go battle. I think this is where we stick for a second until we see what happens with Banks, Crownover, and Hartung, because they're closing in the distance. Man, oh man. All right. Who's quietly moving forward? Alex Thompson. From 5 spots, he's in 16th. Came in. I think he's trying to manage some tires. I think that's a great spot for him to be in right now. He's going to need to go to about 115, 120 to be able to maximize his effort here. A lot of drivers are going to be thinking about pit road very, very much in the short way of this racetrack. 01 to the bottom side, 44. Now goes back, but Big Art up 10. Man, oh man, there's a lot. There's a lot happening here. A lot of little battles. How about Donnie? Come on, Donnie. Got Mark Retchin in front of him. There's John Hammond, who came in on 37. He's going to have that extra set of tires later on. He's only 9.5 back. He would go a lap down if he came to pit road now, but that'd be about short. You don't want to short pitch yourself, but you want to set yourself up for a ton of success. And right now, he's doing a great job. Sherry Church. What's up, Sherry? There's Churchy right there. Thank you for the like, dear. How was your night? You did get your I know that Robert Dan was talking about making sure that your lawn was mowed yesterday. Everything good there? Want to make sure everything's good. I love our community. I really do. What's Amar? What do you say, brother? Good to see Amar out there.
This battle for the lead is getting pretty heated here. I got the 55, the 54, and the 14 all in a tight line here. The 14 taking the defensive momentum line on the outside lane there. Track temps all the way down to 99. It's getting even colder here.
You know what's crazy about a cold track temperature? Faster laps.
Oh, yeah?
You know, it's crazy.
Right under the 33s by now.
You know what's crazier about that track temperature right now? The tires are going to make that. They're going to be greasy. It's going to make that truck either very, depending on what their setup is. It's going to make them one extreme to the other. So it's going to be very free into the corner, or it's going to be very tight on braking.
We just dropped another 2 degrees, 97 now, and it's still dropping quick.
That cloud cover is really playing a dividend here. Inertia going a long way. RB, you like the idea of going like? Yes, sir. That's what you do, man. I like it. I think it's great.
Well, we just hit 70 laps to go here. We're gonna start thinking about pit stops pretty quick here.
Man, oh man. 70 to go. We're at 91. That puts them on a 39 lap stint for a lot of the drivers up here. Now, Crownover came in on 69, 17 lap fresher tires. Something that I was thinking about there with the 60 with those fresher tires. Crownover knows these drivers are going to have to come to pit road, right? He could just maintain for a minute. He doesn't have to push the pass right now. His tires have leveled off, but I don't think that he needs to go. What's up, Bobby boy? What's up, man? What do you say? Appreciate you being out there, sir. Thank you, TikTok. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Thank you to Facebook. Thank you to Twitch. Thank you to YouTube. Thank you to everybody being out there. Thank you to Twitter. Twitter, you guys are awesome as well. Thank you to the fam. You know, it's kind of hard. It used to be like, I'm live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Then it was Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. Then it was just Facebook. Then it was just YouTube. Then it was just Twitch. Then it was... But now it's 5. 5 platforms. Schaefer trying to close in some distance here. 34.96. He's faster than the leader right now. Right behind him, Levi Allen, your top 5. Big Art's going to be up 11, your biggest mover of the race. You're going to check out on Roberge. He's behind Thompson. Where are you looking? Bryant, you got to tell me, man.
Where am I looking at the moment? You know, one thing I found interesting, if you look at John Hammond, now we watched this run develop, and there has actually been a line of cars following him and just chilling behind him. So it's a good, solid line of cars. Not a ton of battles in this line, though. They seem pretty content. You can see Alec Thompson being chased down by the 98 of Roberge. Roberge goes to the bottom here. He's going to try to wrap it around the bottom, get the pass done. The 16 is going to go way high, so he comes off the corner and gets right back behind the 98. And so, nice little pass there for Chris Roberge.
I think Roberge was just being patient with young Thompson there. Thompson does have a little bit fresher tire, but he's running a little bit slower. He's just trying to manage and maximize.
I don't believe Thompson took tires on that stop.
He did. I watched.
Did he?
Yeah,
Okay,
I watched him do it. He did. Yeah, he took tires for sure. But he also still has, he got a lot of damage fixed, so he might be just working on that one. How about Greg Whitehead back here? Brad Dove right in tow as well. There's Coulter Jr. I think Coulter Jr. is just trying to save a little bit. He had a little bit of damage he had to work on. Devin DeSuda's behind him as well. Anthony Shook still working on his truck. His truck has seen, that Tracker Caterpillar truck has seen better days. That's for darn sure.
We just got down to 95 degrees on the track temp, and now we are starting to go back up here. The sun is out. The track's going to change, boys and girls.
Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hat and mustache. Thank you for the cap. You know what I did wrong? The shake didn't come from Steak and Shake. No, my wife made it for me with some new root beer. I tell you what, Steak and Shake wants to get out there and give Jason a sponsorship / gift card. We'd be all about it. I'd have Steak and Shake every day for the rest of my life. Well,
McGrath, the 16, the 25, and the 3 are side by side.
Thompson clears. Great job for Alex there. Here's a look at what happened. I think he downshifted. I think that's all that was. I think he braked to downshift there. He's fine. He's good.
Jason, I'm noticing something insane here. So we have got cloud cover in 3 and 4. We've had it for the last couple of laps, but we are sunshine in turns 1 and 2. And now all the straightaways are sunshine. Just the end of 3 and 4 with shadow. That's so cool. Props to iRacing. Wow. That is so cool.
Bobby Boy says we might be able to talk. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Let's see. You sent me 5 GGs. You sent me the game console. You sent me a heart me. You sent the hat and mustache, and you sent the ball cap. Much love, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for the share. Thank you for liking the stream as well out there on TikTok. How cool would that be? He's sponsored by Steak and Shake.
It would be cool.
Hard time. That would be awesome. I'd love it. Hartung stretches the lead here to Banks. Going to be 60 laps to go this next time by. Man, oh man. I mean, it's 20 GGs out there on the live stream. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you for the 20 GGs. You know, those alerts should be popping up, right? I don't know why it's not. Is it on? It should be on top, right? Does it have to go like that? Image, alert, camera. No, it should be on top of the camera. Yeah. Why are the alerts popping up?
I think it's an operator error.
It better be. Oh, I can play a sound. Hold on. What does that sound? Whoa, that's loud and annoying.
We got a side-by-side race for third. Paper's going to take that from Anthony Crownover.
Crownover backing up the corner. It's a good idea for Crownover here as well, because if you think about lap times here, it's gonna be insane. Always on
60
top.
laps to go.
Thank
Just
you,
under,
sir.
pardon?
No, sorry, I'm getting advice at the same time. It's awesome. Hold on. I like that one. Apply.
Brad Dove hitting pit road here. He looks like he got into some trouble.
Mr. Dove coming down.
You look at his race car, he does have some scratches on the right side. I don't know if that's existing, but he did fall back through the field there real quick. Got passed by Coulter, by Desuna, and by Alex Thompson. So definitely some kind of problem here. Let's see how long his stop is.
57 laps to go here. Always on top on the so the live studio, I wish it had more integration. I really did.
Don Hammond into pit road.
Ooh. You know what? Hammond last came in on 37. He just ran mathing. I'm mathing.
A lot of laps.
Mathing. Said more than 60 laps here.
37, and we are 102 laps in.
You can look. Hold on. It'll tell me on the overlay. 65 laps.
Oh, man.
I'm having too much
Please
fun.
help
with
him,
this.
boys.
You know, I'm
Strickland's in.
oh, nice. So everybody thinking about it, they can make it on fuel. Kobe Hartung still out front. Schaefer closing at 1.4. I'm still digging this. So this is Fletcher's Root Beer and Vanilla Bean Ice Cream for those who are out there wondering. Okay.
Did they sponsor you or something?
No, but it's really good.
Oh my gosh. You gotta ask him to sponsor you, dude. You would be a great option for a sponsor. Brad Dove spent 50-ish seconds in pit road. He came out of pit road there. His car did not look stable, so I'm assuming all the damage was not fixed, but definitely some kind of damage for Brad Dove here.
He might have had a penalty as well. I don't know how fast he got into pit road there.
Mark Retchen, Donnell Williams hitting pit road.
Retchen right there on his pit stop. There's Donnie. I like Donnie. He's a good dude. He wins my logo. He's awesome. And I love his paint scheme. You know who did his paint scheme? This guy over here. His name's Michael Coulter Jr.
Oh, Michael Coulter Jr.
You know Coulter's guy going on? He's running my logos.
Oh man, you make me laugh, man.
That's some weird ASMR. Sorry, folks.
Oh man.
That's good. It's gone. All right, we're done with that. That's a letdown.
Colby Hartung still leading the race, still being chased down by Brandon Banks. Brandon Banks back about 0.2 of a second, but it looks like Brandon Banks' car is starting to come in here a little bit more. Hopefully he can start getting cooking here on Colby Hartung. Eric Schaefer is another 1.6 seconds behind Brandon Banks. And then we go back to Levi Allen. Levi Allen, I believe, was the pole sitter on this race. Had a really bad exit on turn 2. Here he comes to pit road. Oh. That's Levi Allen to pit road. We got the 55 coming to pit road. The 01 stays out.
Levi hit the grass there, so this is going to be a change. A lot of drivers looking at where the opportunity could be to come into pit road a little bit later. Now you know the fuel strategy. 65 laps, pretty much the max. I think John was pretty much running out of gas there.
Out of juice.
Right now, 33.87 for Strickland. That's the fastest lap of the race. This cold tire or that cold track with some new tires. There it is. It's your fastest lap of the race right now.
Brandon Banks, if you can hear me, I did not say this, but pit, undercut this guy, Colby Hartung, my man. Somebody got to undercut him up here and run fast laps. I think as soon as Brandon Banks pits, I think that Colby Hartung will follow him, but that one lap is going to be the difference for Brandon Banks. Come on, Brandon Banks, pit.
One of the things that I see here is that Hartung, Banks gets close, and then Hartung closes down the distance, right? So Banks will close down to the distance, and then that dirty air just washes over the truck, and it's just becoming like a paperweight for Brandon Banks. He'll get close, and he'll have his better turns, but I think it's just kind of leveled off. Schaefer a little bit faster now. He's about a tenth and a half faster those last two laps, and right now we're seeing just that. So. Big Art comes to pit road. He's going to pit from 5th. Sam Benson's going to be in 4th here. Connor Hazel up to 8th now. Man.
This is interesting. It's interesting to see Big Art pit because these two aren't pitting. So this is going to give an advantage to Nathan here. How many fast laps can he run? It's going to make a big difference. This could be the race call right here. Nathan Big Art pitting here. Eric Schaefer needs to come down. It could be the difference for him. But undercut could be the call here, and this isn't even an undercut here. This is just a normal pit stop. I'm begging these guys, come on, somebody's got to undercut this guy up here in the top 3. So good for you, Nathan Bigart. But come on, guys, let's get some undercuts going here.
And now John Hammond was the
there
first.
He goes. Sorry, I was excited. Brandon Banks comes to pit road. That's what he wanted to see. Thank you, Brandon Banks.
Big Art's going to be trying to track down Michael Strickland. Now, Stryker came in on 103, 6-lap fresher tires, 107 or 102 for John Hammond, who was trying to just trying to get around a few drivers here. The pit cycle is going to matter. So right now, Colby Hartung has about half the field, a lap down or close to it. He's coming to pit road, and it's going to force the hand here. Eric Schaefer is going to come in as well. He's going to close into distance right there. Watch Eric Schaefer. That's the braking. It's one of the things that Eric Schaefer's really good about doing is getting himself to pit road and trying to get down to speed. Can he lock the tires? And look at all that distance he closed up. He closed up over 1.1 seconds to Colby Hartung in the course of that section right there. So Colby Hartung came in as your race leader. Sam Benson will take over the lead now. But Eric Schaefer closed in a ton of time there, and we'll have to see what these two are going to do.
Yeah. Keep an eye on Brandon Banks. That's who we need to watch here. The undercut. One lap is the difference. It can be the difference here. So let's see where Brandon Banks comes out here as he comes out of turn 4.
There's a lot of drivers to still have to drive through. Benson still needs to come to pit road. Connor Hazel needs to come to pit road. There's John Hammond getting around, getting his lap back. So is Jason Day. There's the 24 of Mark Retchen trying to get around the 38. That's another lap back for him. He kept it at 104. Alex Thompson on pit road. He's going to be getting a little bit of service there. It'll be the final time for that driver. Benson, your race leader. Connor Hazel in second. Roberge in third. That is through. We got about 7 drivers who have yet to come to pit road. Anthony Crownover, the first driver on that take.
You got to give props to Anthony Crownover here. Pitted on lap 107. What was I screaming for? Undercut, undercut, undercut. Anthony Crownover did it. He is the leader once pit stops all go through here. Sam Benson pits there. So good for you, Anthony Crownover. You should win this race for making that amazing call, I think.
Before lap fresher tires, and Brandon Banks trying to track him down. Banks just ran his fastest lap of the race, 33.95. The one thing about Crownover right now is that he has got a section of racetrack that he's going to have to manage and maintain. Even to lead a few laps here, he's just going to have to. He's just got to manage. Schaefer, fastest lap of the race, 33.72 to the inside of the 41. 1.1, 1.2 second lead now as Hartung does leave a little faster than Eric Schaefer there. But I'm telling you, Schaefer closed in so much time there getting into pit road. It was incredible to see, and he does run the fastest lap of the race. But right now, that time is negated by the pit road exit, and a good one for Colby Hartung to be able to do so. And he's got about a 1.3 second gap between he and Brandon Banks.
Hartung just laid down the fastest lap, 33.65, and that's 4/10 quicker than his previous faster lap in the hotter conditions. So guys, we've had a temperature change of about 16 degrees here, and that's the difference in these lap times. 4/10 of a second and 16 degrees. That can cause that. So, wow.
Brandon Banks trying to close in. A whole lot of drivers putting the energy back together. Thank you to everybody watching out there. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Oh, the one. What happened? I just watched the one's truck explode there.
Glitching. Yeah, definitely some glitching there. Gonna hurt Brandon Banks a little bit.
Wow.
Connor Hazel into pit road. Greg Whitehead into pit road. We're only gonna have two more drivers.
Roberts and Churchy.
Right move if there's a caution. If I'm those two, you just drive it till it stutters.
Roberts, earlier had those issues, was inside the top 10.
He's leading.
He's leading now. Well, I mean, he's going to be leading for a hot minute. 6 seconds the gap. Banks still trying to close in. I do believe Crownover he's just managing, right?
Oh yeah, he's managing. He realizes these guys behind him have a tire advantage, but it's really good to see I hope the undercut pays off for one of these top two drivers. I really do. Not to root against Colby Hartung. He was dominating this race though. I want to see some underdogs come in here with an undercut.
Coulter coming up pit road. He was another driver that was out there on those 50 marks. So 52 is when he came in. Big Coulter from Miss Coulter's mom. Appreciate you, dear. Thank you so much for being out there.
Oh, there goes the 54 on the 55 side by side here.
Roberge coming in. There is the 5 coming in as well. Brandon Banks, Anthony Crownover, Colby Hartung. Hartung has caught these drivers quick, fast, and early, and I think the 55, even with a 4-lap difference on tires here. Oh, here comes the 14. How about the battle for the lead?
Are these two teammates, the 55, 54?
No.
Oh, no. Okay. I was like, that 55 is going to do a favor to the 54 here, but no, here comes the 14. He's going to send it deep on the 54 here. Not quite enough juice there for the 14. Run, 54, run. Come on, baby.
Brandon Banks.
I'm rooting for him.
Brandon, we're supposed to be fair and impartial. That's what we're supposed to be. That's what we're worried. That's what we're working on. Through your top 10, 102 is when John Hammond came in. Mark Retchin came in on 104, 108 for Jason Day. How about Michael Strickland came in on 103, 109 for Big Art. Levi Allen came in on 107. Eric Schaefer came in on 112. Crownover in 107. And here's Brandon Banks. Colby Hartung to the bottom side of the 54.
Come on, Brandon. Hold him off here.
Banks, Hartung, the more they battle side by side, the better off it's going to be for Anthony Crownover and Eric Schaefer. And right now, Crownover just needs to hold. There's still a lot of laps here, folks. 38 laps to go. This is not a race that, I mean, they're racing as hard as they can right now. As Hartung leads, Banks is going to be out. But this is not a race that this is a marathon right now.
Oh, definitely. It's a rhythm race, and up here at the front, there is no rhythm for Brandon Banks. He is trying to find something, but if I'm Brandon Banks, it is time to calm down, take care of those tires, and pray the 14 burns up his equipment.
Bobby Boy, thank you for the share. I know you shared it out there 10 more friends, more than 10 friends. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. That's what it tells me. I like that it tells me what everybody does, which is kind of cool. So thank you. Look at that. You're sharing it with more. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Hopefully the entertainment value is there. Hopefully everybody can hear the race. And if you can't hear the race, let me know. I want to make sure that you guys can hear that. Thank you to everybody out there on the Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Truck right front jump. Yes, I saw that, Mr. Dove. We saw it, brother. We definitely saw it. Hartung to Brandon Banks, and right now Eric Schaefer is going to be able to close that day. Now, he stayed about this distance away from Hartung since they both left pit road. Crownover might be dropping back here a little bit, but I mean, there's still advantage. Fastest lap of Chris Roberge's race just happened as well. 33.83. He's going to be able to get one of his laps back here. I think he's still faster than the drivers in front of him.
For sure. Michael Strickland, you know, he just got passed by Jason Day. Strickland is way off the pace.
Well, he's fading. He ran a 35.76 his last time by. Day just ran a 35 flat. Sam Benson 34.68. The race leader 34.36. Brandon Banks 34.44. And 34.33 for Eric Schaefer. Anthony Crownover just ran a 35 flat. I'm sorry, 35.13. Forgive me on that one. So I don't know if he's saving or what he's trying to do here. He's doing something to try to make that track, this truck work for him here.
Schaefer has caught the leaders by about. I wouldn't say caught.
He's still in the same spot. He's about 1.2 back. Yeah,
I
thank you very much.
Numbers.
No, he's caught Banks though. He's catching Banks a little bit here, about 0.8 of a second. Yeah. You're right. You're right on with that. There's Donnell Williams to the outside of the 14. Donnie came on a 104, so this is a natural lap down for Donnell Williams, and that right there helps Kobe Hartung, because now Brandon Banks is going to have to travel the corner, and that's going to pull some speed away. Man, oh man. Daniel, thank you for joining. Thank you to everybody joining out there on TikTok. We're over 600 views, 356 diamonds. Thank you so much, or whatever those things are called. You know, you send them as, they're called diamonds. Oh, I got a shrimp. Where did I get a shrimp? Is that a shrimp? Oh, it's a finger heart. Oh, that's what my daughter does. That's how we do littles this way. That's what I call it. Little hearts. That's cool. I didn't know what it was. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you to everybody out there. Donate to the stream. 600 views is pretty darn fantastic. Thank you to the durations as well. I'm seeing long durations from folks. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Levi Allen back to Levi had a great start here. He just needs to get a little bit more out of that truck right now. Right now, 107. He and Anthony Crownover came in. Big Art came in at 109. Nate ran a 34.96. Schaefer, 0.2 of a second faster, but now has the 98 getting around him. What's the difference?
In the last 10 laps, about 10 laps, these drivers' lap times up here in the top 4, their times have fallen by almost a full second. That kind of shows you how fast these tires can fall off. And then they usually fall off to about there. You know, we see some guys running 35s, but wow, just a big fall off on the tires here.
But Roberge, though, Roberge is still, I mean, he came in the latest. He came in at 119. He's got 7-lap fresher tires. He's the first driver 1 lap down, 30 laps to go. You know, you don't want to push too hard, and yet we're seeing drivers, they went out and cooked their fastest lap times with their final set. Some drivers have another set, like Kobe Hartung, Brandon Banks, they have another set. Schaefer, I believe, might have another set. Crownover, I think,
definitely does.
Yeah, and I think Crownover has his set as well. So this is where, you know, a late race caution comes out, and if you've ran through your tires, you're done.
You're done.
There's no other way to put it.
Yeah, we saw John Hammond go through the field in 10 laps on fresh tires.
Oh yeah,
and those were only 30-lap old tires.
Don't blink, Hartung. Holy cow! Scared the ever-living dog snot out of me.
Or the root beer out of you?
No, I'm out of root beer. We're out of root beer. It's a shame.
You gotta hit them up for a sponsorship. Show them this broadcast, and man, they have to sponsor you after showing them this broadcast.
Yeah, we'll go. I mean, I like their root beer, I really do. But you know, there's a guy out there that I know that has a Steak and Shake franchise. It's pretty darn good Steak and Shake malts. Just saying. Just saying.
Never been to a Steak and Shake. They don't got them here in Utah.
What?
I've never. We don't have them.
That's
We
awful.
don't have Steak and Shakes. Do they have them in Vegas? Maybe I need to go hit one while I'm in Vegas.
Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Centerville, Utah. Where that is?
Centerville?
Yeah.
That's pretty dang far away, my friend. That is
Okay.
about 2
Hold on.
hours north.
There's one in Salt Lake
That's-
City. There's one in Provo. There's
Oh,
one.
there's one in Provo, eh?
Yeah, and there's one in Ephraim. Well, that's
In
the Malch-
Ephraim?
That's Ephraim, whatever. That's
I love it. That's funny. Man, the 98's working on the 14 here. It's kind of interesting to see a lap car work on the leader of the race. Jason's going to be buying me some Steak and Shake here.
everybody needs to experience Dog and Suds. You experience A&W. You need to experience steak.
Suds.
Yeah. Dad's root beer. You know. all
Dad's
that-
root beer is good. Yeah.
Hard tongue being
The cream
caught here.
soda's even better.
So here's the thing, what we just watched here with the 98. So the 98 was working on the 14, right? Trying to get around the 14. The 98 got so close with the newer tires, it pulled the air back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, babe. Well, TikTok's been kind of taking over a little bit. Thank you for sharing the live, sir. Yeah.
It has been. That's no kidding.
25
Yeah, those
laps to
guys.
go. But you know what? Everybody said it's been a great race. Right now, Hartung,
Well, it has been.
Schaefer, and Brandon Banks all closing in
But-
about 6 seconds
They
now.
are. So they
between-
were so.
Oof.
So looking at Eric Schaefer 2 laps ago, he was 1 second back of Colby Hartung about 2-3 laps ago. Now he's only half a second back. These guys are catching Colby Hartung. They backed up, saved their equipment, and maybe it has to do with the 98 and the dirty air.
Dirty air. Yep. So when Roberge got to the back bumper of the 14 there, he pulled so much air off of the 98, off of the 14. that it slowed him down. His lap times now, he's running the 35-second lap time because there's just nowhere to go. And right now, I think the 14 just needs to battle.
I think Brandon Banks ran
It's
the
okay,
fastest
you don't
lap
have to
that
go over.
time. 34.90. 34.98 for Colby Hartung. This time around, it's going to be a 35.09 for Hartung, a 39.07 for Brandon Banks. Brandon Banks consistently quicker here. You know, little older tires, though, 1 lap older. He tried the undercut. Brandon Banks got passed by the 14. Now, Roberge causing some wind action for the 14. Some dirty air. I think it's good for us because we're getting a great battle here. The 34 is catching the 14. Sorry, the 54 is catching the 14. I'd love to see it.
Hartung out there. Thank you for that. I thought you were already following me.
That time by, Brandon Banks once again quicker, guys.
You weren't following me? You weren't following me?
Me?
No.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I'm looking at her.
Oh. Oh.
14, 54, 47, your top 3. Roberge coming around. He impacted the race earlier. He's now trying to stay back on the lead lap. He has Mark Retchen and John Hammond in front. Colby Hartung needs this lap traffic to work in his favor.
Guys, once again, Brandon Banks is quicker on that lap, guys. I'm telling you, Brandon Banks is coming.
He might
be
be close in the distance, but again,
it might be too early.
No, it's never too early to make the pass and try to drive away. But the issue that I see here is that the race line will dictate, can the 14 keep it clear? Can it be a clean racetrack? 54 to the back bumper of the 14. This is where the air transfers from the back of the 14 to the 54. That right there is exactly what I see this track showing up. Worldwide Technology Park, similar to Darlington, but similar to flatter surfaces. This is what this track delivers. It delivers this kind of aero-sensitive racing. And right now, ahead of the 14, 54, and 47, battles for position. Roberge, Mark Retchen, John Hammond.
It's going to make it interesting here. What will the 14 do? Can he kind of use a pick on the 54? Or is the 54 going to use a car as a pick? Where are the picks going to lie here? You know, it's like basketball. I'm going to set a pick here so this guy can't do this. And that's what we're gonna be watching this here, as we're going to see these guys do it here.
Banks on board. Here's the gyro cam for the driver. You see just what he sees. Here's the onboard cockpit view. Can he clear 14? A little late slide. Right now the 14 is going to have to drop in the corner. It's still speed here. They are having a downshift like crazy. Better corner for the 14, but watch back of the throttle for the 54.
Props to the 54 in hard, dirty air, and he's making this truck work. What a job by Brandon Banks.
Banks a little higher on the race line, 14 defending, 75 to the bottom side. Eric Schaefer in tow, right behind. Roberge giving the race line. Retchen. Oh, no. Oh, no.
We got to watch that one again. We got to watch that again. Wow. Oh, the 75 into the wall. He's holding back the 14. Oh, man, the 14 falls hard. Schaefer to second place. Brandon Banks to first.
Oh, the 54 bumped the 14 into the 75. Oh, man. Brandon Banks got to the back bumper, freed up Colby Hartung, and sent him into the 75 of John Hammond there. Hartung's going to drop like a rock here. 16 laps to go. That truck is junked now, right front. Massive damage. And what was an interesting battle is turning into Brandon Banks and Eric Schaefer.
Oh, it ain't over here. Schaefer, you know, he ran a 10th quicker that last lap. Oh, no, pardon. Same exact last time, that last lap around. And definitely some different lines being used here. You see people are working for it.
Brandon Banks, Eric Schaefer are teammates from the DBR team. So no matter how they race each other, there's a whole different ball of wax. And right now, Colby Hartung going to drive like a PO teenager trying to get his way back forward. 15 laps to go. Had the race in control. And then a bump on corner exit. I mean, Colby Hartung had to stay out of the back bumper of John Hammond there. And then he got a bump on corner exit by Brandon Banks. And that right there becomes an issue. Becomes an issue because that's not how you want to win a race, ever. And Banks is known to be clean. And that just kind of, it sucks for the battle they had going on there. But at the same time, man, oh man, I feel for it. So Eric Schaefer coming around P2. Colby Hartung still trying to close in, still trying to clear the 98. Anthony Crownover back to fourth. Levi Allen in fifth.
I think it was definitely a racing incident. The 54 did not mean to get into him. It was kind of a surprise for the 54 or so, but you need to keep a better eye on the cars in front of him and more anticipation there. But man, this is starting to get pretty close here. Eric Schaefer faster the last lap by 3/100ths. With 12 laps to go.
The thing about it is man, oh man, that's a shame. Crownover, Levi Allen, Nathan Bigart's going to be in sixth. Jason Day in seventh. Sam Benson in eighth. Connor Hazel's going to be in ninth. Michael Strickland holding on to 10th. 11-second difference here from Chris Roberge. She's sitting behind Colby Hartung here. And a lot of race lines being dictated by the pace. Only 10 drivers on the lead lap. Stryker, last driver on the lead lap, and he's got the leaders coming around right here. And oh man.
Eric Schaefer a 10th quicker last lap. This lap,
The biggest thing about being a 10th quicker is not the. It's got to be the drive off here, because the 54 can deliver a defense here, and that's the hardest part about this. Now Schaefer can bring it back to him. It's similar to what you see with all kinds of short tracks, especially anything that's flat. You can get there. It's tougher to pass, and that's what Banks was having to deal with Hartung in front of him, and it just so happens that's what delivered that. So, you know, it's tough to pass, and Brandon Banks, I still think if Hartung was able to navigate there better, Hartung still delivers a better race line. It would have taken a late race bump and run to set it up, as you see Schaefer trying to search for a little different groove here.
10 laps to go right there. Don't we got a sponsor read for laps to go?
Nope.
No sponsor read for laps to go. 54. Got to pull out there a little bit. You know, it kind of fell off there for Eric Schaefer. The Banks was doing really good though behind Kobe Hartung. Every single lap.
I still disagree with that because of and I'm a fan of Brandon Banks and Eric Schaefer. I disagree with how the line fell out there and just kind of what happened when it came to the racing. That's just the race fan in me. I still think that Hartung was great at managing, and right now the damage is what's causing him to fall off, but he's still only 3 seconds back at when that incident happened before. Brandon Banks out front. Eric Schaefer's going to be in second. The only other sponsor read I have is SpeedyTrophies.com. Use promo code ChopChop as your promo code to save yourself a little bit. Again, the sponsor of this series, AdminBox.com, is a part of the Chop Shop Racing family, along with Track Racer. Redefine your gaming with the Track Racing setup. Make sure you go and check out Track Racer with the K to get yourself enjoyed. And I mean TRAK. That's what I mean. Track Racer. They spell it differently. They're allowed to. It's their company, not mine.
Oh, well, that battle fizzled off, but Levi Allen and...
Hey, holy cow. Thank you for the 32, whatever these things are. 34, honey, thank you very much. You know, Jess is out there sending all kinds of stuff. I didn't hear the sound. Thank you very much. First gift is 32 finger hearts, 34 finger hearts, some love, and some more finger hearts. Thank you very much for all the finger hearts there, dude. Much love. I forgive you. Is that dirty air coming into play? Can Schaefer mount an offense here? 7 laps to go. That's the big thing here. Now, Brandon Banks on the straightaway. If he gets up to this lap traffic with 6 laps to go, it might afford the opportunity for Eric Schaefer to try to close in a little bit more. He's still about half second back. And one of the things I'm seeing is that the lap time's still just as level. Levi Allen still trying to close in, but he's not going to have enough time to be able to catch Hartung. Crownover still a top 5 night, but Big Art's going to be right there behind him. Crownover came in at 107. Big Art came in at 109. Brandon Banks still out front.
Yeah, Brandon Banks has been consistently faster these last few laps than Eric Schaefer. And the 7 of Anthony Shook just pulled down the racetrack, and he's going to let both these lead lap cars go, both these leaders go, and he's going to make sure he's not in this one. So we have no problems for coming to 4 laps to go here, guys. Little looseness for the 47. I think the 47 may have used up his equipment there. You can see him come off the corner off of turn 2 there, and you saw the wiggle. 54 is solid on this racetrack. The 47, not so much.
Brandon Banks has clean air out ahead of him. 4 laps to go. You have been forgiven. Do I detest some sarcasm in there? Don't be sarcastic. I still enjoy you. Much love, babe. Banks, Schaefer, Hartung, Levi Allen, and Nathan Bigart. That's going to be your top 5. Crownover goes back another spot here. They had to try something early on. I said there was a lot of racing left, and so a lot of the drivers that waited to come in are right here. Connor Hazel still working his way up into the field. He's got Sam Benson just out of turn 2 onto the back straightaway. He's got about 3.2 seconds to try to close down. Benson to Jason Day. is about 1.5 back and actually is improving on the race time. He's about a quarter second faster. Schaefer holding on to 35.35 right now, full second. Now as Banks continues to push. 35.11 last time by. Manage the throttle, manage the race. Going to be 2 to go.
Yeah, 2 to go here for Brandon Banks. He is pulled away by over a second. Schaefer a tad quicker that time. It's not going to be enough though. Schaefer's going to have to catch by half a second, and he does not have the interval to make that happen.
He might have the last full set of his life. This track doesn't allow it for it though. Thank you for all those things. The hand hearts, the finger hearts, the gummy bears with the high bear, the hand hearts, the heart puff. There's so much. Thank you, babe.
That's going to be the white flag for Brandon Banks coming through turns 1 and 2. Eric Schaefer behind by 1 second after contact with Colby Hardtongue between the 75 of John Hammond. Not the way you want to win a race. A small mistake for the 40, for the 54, though it does turn into him getting a decent lead here at the end of the race, exiting turn 4. Jason, bring him home, baby.
Brandon Banks wins.
And Brandon Banks wins at WWT. Is that what you wanted me to do?
No. Brandon Banks, Eric Schaefer, Colby Hardtongue, your top 3. Levi Allen, Nathan Bigard finished top 5. Roundover still coming around. A lot of drivers still finishing the race as we speak. Striker, last couple of corners for him. First, the last driver on the lead lap will finish 10th. And we'll bring it home.
Eric Schaefer giving Brandon Banks a good race push there down the back straightaway. Here comes the 7 to do the same. A lot of love for the 54 car, it seems.
Brandon Banks, Eric Schaefer, Colby Hardtongue. Going to be your top 3. Here's your race results. Levi Allen, again, Big Art finishes inside the top 5. Crown over Jason Day, Sam Benson, Connor Hazel, and Michael Strickland doing it. Thank you, baby. Appreciate it. I appreciate you. Thank you, Dove. I appreciate you as well. Much love. See, I didn't know that those things popped up on the side. Didn't see it. I didn't see that happen before. So thank you very much. Roberge, Hammond, Whitehead, Retchin, Church going to be your top 15. Coulter Jr. 16th. And then Williams, DeSuna. And down the rest of your race results here. Anthony Shook, Brad Dub. Mr. Dub, much love to you, brother. Appreciate you. Tis the season of the race line. Let's go hear what Cody's having fun with it. Is she? Did you give her too much? You didn't give her a bunch, right? You didn't give her too much of that. So these things do happen. We'll talk to him. We'll have some fun with it in just a second as we get ready to talk to Brandon Banks. Eric Schaefer's your, again, P2. Colby Hardtongue at 3rd. It's going to be interesting. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Does that fit better? I don't know if it fits better. You can still see their name. Sorry, folks. I know that that's not exactly what it should look like, but yeah, it's weird. Where are they at?
They are in the infield care center for some reason.
Let's talk to Brandon Banks, who's back here in Victory Lane. Congratulations here. Know that you had a really tense battle going on there with Hardtongue for the longest time. Watching you three be able to kind of capitalize on the race line and just kind of get yourselves into a flow and bring it down to the end. Little problem with lap traffic. Little bump toward the end of that. Of course, I toted it and I said that's never a way that you would ever want to win. But walk me through this one, and congratulations, of course, on the victory here.
Yeah, that was not my intentions. I didn't mean to do that to him. I really wanted to race him clean. I feel like I had probably the better car at the end of the race anyway, so I was trying to do it the right way, and I got so tied up on him going out through 3 and 4 that I just could not see John. we just came up on him quicker than I think me and Colby both realized. So, and he checked up, and I just touched him, and that's all it took. So, you were kind of loose off of 4 later on in the run. So, I'm sure just that little bit of tap that I gave him, just that's all it took. So,
Oh yeah.
didn't mean to do that, but yeah, it was a good race. I think him and Schaefer and maybe Levi or Nathan, probably the best ones out there tonight. Had a good run. I think we were really good at the end for the long run. Colby was good right there in the middle of the run, so I was trying to let him get out there in front, and just kind of burn his stuff up a little bit, and then just try to reel him back in. But that was a fun race. Like I said, we at least got some long green flag runs. It was not normally too good here, so I'm kind of glad that I even had a chance at it. To be honest with you.
Hey, it's another race line that's a Missouri track. So it's one of the ones I'm pretty big fan of.
Yeah.
The one thing that I saw on this track the most, and it goes towards the adage of what this track holds on to, is that air is important at this racetrack. It's one of the flatter tracks that if you can get to the back of somebody, you're going to pull them back. And we watched that happen with lap traffic. We watched that happen with you guys in the battles. If somebody can get up to your back bumper, you can try to control and manipulate the air around those trucks.
Yeah, but that's kind of what I was kind of trying to do with Kobe, just trying to let him get out no further than about 5/10 or so, just so I could kind of just let him sit out there and use his stuff. I noticed he was driving a little hard into one, and he would kind of overdrive the center, and I think that was what was killing his tires. But yeah, I mean, I said it was a lot of fun. Like I said, I don't really know how to run this track that well. Schaefer was trying to show me a little bit before the race, and I don't know. I guess he showed me the right way. I guess.
Right, of course he did. You're a good driver regardless, and I always stand by it, and I stand by you guys, and the DBR fam is near and dear to my heart. And to see you guys get out there, and I don't ever root against drivers, and I don't ever root against situations. That was just a bad situation. It actually made me mad. That not because of anything that you did, just because of the situation. It's such, it was almost, forgive me for saying it, it was such a close battle. It was almost a
letdown.
It was a letdown. Yeah. It was. So
like I said, you know me, I don't like to race like that. Yeah. So I really wanted to pass him the right way. I kind of wish Hammond would have just kind of been out of the way. He was trying to get out of our way, and I wish he just kind of would have went up the track in 3 and 4 and just kind of completely got out of the way, just so we could finish it. And I had to stay close on him. I had to take every advantage I could because Colby was so good. So,
right.
I had to stay close into him. I knew it was kind of my opportunity to close in on him, with him trying to fight that traffic, and it just happened. Like I said, I apologize to him again. I've watched it. It's
it's just bad timing. It's just it's awkward. Yeah. It's bad timing, and it's like word vomit. It's like what there's not much to say about it, but at the end of the day, there's still so much more that's offered. I know that when it comes to what you guys are trying to accomplish here for the championship 16, there's points on the line here. 11th in points coming in. A win does you justice going into the championship starts next week.
Right. Yeah, we came in like 5 races late or something like that. Mm-hmm. So we've been kind of clawing our way back just to try to make it in the top 16 to make it to the end here. So we just really needed a good finish here, and I was kind of glad with like a top 3, and just kind of felt throughout the race the car just the truck just got better and better, and I just I kind of felt like we had a good truck there at the end, and said. So hey, we'll take it anyway. I mean, I've gotten wrecked out of a couple of these already this season. So leading the race, so I feel like I hated that it's at Colby's expense, but I mean, sorry about that. But like I said, we'll take it.
Yeah, that was. I mean, after it was a couple of weeks ago when Colby and Eric got into it. I was like, oh, this is gonna be some good racing between some of these drivers. I was like, I thought it was gonna be Colby. I never in a million years thought that was going to happen in front of you. It kind of fell in your lap and kind of just happened, which we'll talk to Colby about it, of course. But Bryant became your biggest fan.
Oh man,
he was trying to coach you. We're supposed to stay fair and impartial, and I'm only supposed to be like, all right, you're awesome job in the broadcast booth. But no, Bryant, what do you got for Brandon here?
Oh, Brandon, I was kind of cheering you on. I was more cheering you on for your strategy, man. I gotta admit, my call was the wrong call at the end of the day, but I was screaming for somebody to undercut this Colby Hardtongue, and well, you did by a lap, and that's all it took. I was cheering for anybody who undercut him. I was like, these guys gotta undercut him, try to get an advantage, try to figure something else. But you made the right call there, and I noticed you. I called it out. You were faster. You did exactly what you're supposed to do. I was talking through it, and I was like, this guy needs to back off, let Colby Hardtongue burn his stuff off, and you did exactly that. And you were slowly catching him, and you're doing exactly what you were supposed to do. And I was like, this is great. This guy is I was cheering for my strategy is what I was cheering for. I was cheering
Yeah.
for my strategy.
No, it wasn't.
Um,
You'll go back and you'll listen. No,
Yeah, we knew
It's
we had
good.
to do
I'm
something to
razzing him.
try to get ahead of him. So that was kind of the plan. I thought I could stay ahead of him a little bit longer, just to, like I said, I knew I was better at the end. So if I could hold him off, for a couple more laps, I felt like
mhm,
he probably couldn't get around me.
fall off.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I wasn't gonna race him too hard. I saw him coming. I let him go and just did what we did. But yeah, that was kind of the strategy. He was really good. I mean, he's really good at these type of tracks, and like I said, you just gotta try to be there at the right time, and yeah, we won. Hey, I'll take it.
I was trying to root for the underdog, man, and
He's not an
I gotta
underdog. He's got a 4,528 I rating. He's not an underdog.
I try to say as much stuff as possible to get him to criticize me, and it's working. It's
Oh
beautiful.
yeah, oh yeah,
Brad Dove and Robert Church are underdogs. Yeah.
yeah.
Brandon Banks is a damn good driver. That's the way I see it. That's how it
yeah.
goes. I mean,
He's
I'll
a dang good driver, but Colby was dominant most of the day, and
yeah.
you see Colby. If you look at the laps led, Colby Hardtongue led 90 of them.
It
So
doesn't
I was
matter.
rooting for the underdog.
That doesn't matter. Brandon Banks led the one that mattered. That's one that happened.
Yeah.
Man. Brandon, give you shout outs, man. You got a victory here, brother. We'll let you go.
Yeah, thanks to Speedy Trophies, Strickland, everybody that puts this on, you guys for the broadcast. DBR, Schaefer, congrats a second. Like I said, we'll go into, at least we made it in the playoffs, and be able to give him a little bit of a run. And Nathan's been good just about everywhere too. I'm really surprised we didn't see a little bit more of him. Like I said, and I apologize again to Colby. But we'll take the win and go on to the next week.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm gonna throw you down with him so you get some chit chat so I can pull Schaefer up.
Oh,
All right, sounds good.
don't fight too much, all right, man?
Oh,
Just
no.
kidding. No, I'm joking. I'm
There-
joking.
we're
Don't
good.
talk about it. And that's Brandon Banks. He's your race winner. Let's talk to Big Schaefer real quick. B2 finished tonight. Had a hell of a run. Had a hell of a race, and you were my pick to win this one because I just know how good you are at figuring these tracks out, and not only that, but trying to make this thing slideways through the corners and just be as BA as possible. Tell me about it, Mr. Schaefer.
Yeah, it was good, man. Had a lot of fun. The only issue I had was when John Hammond came up there, and I'm on 50 lap old tires, so I got a little sideways and made contact, and then he said, "Nice try, douche," like it was my fault. And then he told me I should have not been in the way, but that's okay. He finished the lap down in P12, so we're not worried about him no more.
I know that it gets heated on the racetrack. I know that. I mean, that's the thing about this. It's very competitive. Striker, thank you for the like, sir. Appreciate you. And that's one of the things about racing on this platform. It's very competitive. There's a lot of not just aggression but energy that just you have to feed off of. And when it comes to having your own knowledge and having the track knowledge of what happens with not just the racetracks but with the circuit of what's happening, it can get heated. It can get aggressive, and sometimes some mistakes can get made.
Oh yeah, I showed my displeasure when I went back around him, but it's all good. We everybody finished, so that's all that matters. Other than that, man, it was a great night. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed racing with Colby. I enjoyed racing with Banks. Enjoyed racing with Levi. That was fun.
So when it came to the strategy, we all knew that you could run a little bit longer on these trucks, my fuel strategy was way off. I was like, I don't know if they're going to be able to run 60 plus laps. I was wrong. When it comes to this racetrack, give them some keys, man, because I mean you're one of the best at some of these flatter short tracks that I've seen.
This one's just all about hitting your shifts in 1 and 2 and leaving it in 4th and 3 and 4, man. It's just and some of the guys are shifting in 3 and 4, and that's what was allowing us to at the beginning just to pull away because they were shifting in 3 and 4, where I was not. 1 and 2, I was shifting. It's all about hitting your marks, man. You just got to hit your shifts at the right place, hit your breaking points, and then just drive it as straight as you can off the corner without trying to step on something and mess up. But no, it's just getting in a rhythm and then being smooth about it.
What I think that's what it's about when it comes to everything worldwide related, and Darlington and Richmond and Kentucky and Iowa, and all the fun stuff, all the fun tracks I like. Bryant, what do you got from Mr. Schaefer?
Well, Schaefer, man, you say it's a rhythm track, and I have to 100% agree. It is a rhythm track. But there's some tracks, it's easier to grab your rhythm, it's harder to grab your rhythm. How easy is it to get your rhythm at WWT?
Um, for me, I wouldn't say it's very easy, but it's not like very hard. I like Jason knows I used to race in real life, so when I put my mindset to get in the rhythm, I just like almost get tunnel vision to where
Hmm.
sometimes I forget which corner I'm in. So it's just,
Yeah.
I just put my mindset in that and just focus on what I'm doing, and I get very quiet in Discord and don't really say a whole lot.
I'm the
It,
complete opposite. I say
he's not
everything
wrong.
and start sweating. So, got calm, cool, and collected. Eric Schaefer, dude. It was you looked like a favorite tonight, and it seemed like the end of stage one, that the kind of beating you took at the end of stage one, that really kind of was that where your race kind of started to falter.
Oh yeah, I had a minute and 5 seconds worth of damage, so that's why I pitted twice there to get all that fixed. And then I mean
Hmm.
the truck was good, but it was never back to where it was at the beginning because I still had right rear damage on it. So, but it still had enough speed in it to get up there and battle Banks for the win. So I was
Yeah,
quite happy with that.
that was impressive. From the back to the front there, from the end of stage one, that's a lot can be said for a driver that can do that. A lot of skill there for Eric Schaefer. Eric Schaefer, we appreciate the interview. Go ahead and give me your shout outs for the night, my man.
Yeah, shout out to you guys for putting on the broadcast. Shout out to Speedy Trophies, Chop Shop League, all the DVR guys. Shout out to Brandon for winning the race. And that's it, sir.
You want to go to back to the infield care center?
Sure.
Okay. Slug, brother.
Later.
That's Mr. Schaefer.
I get his brain checked. I mean, I'm
I
just
I
kidding.
love that dude, man. No, he's fine. He's
I know, I'm
fine.
joking.
I love that dude. I love all the DBR fam, and and I love this guy. And this is a guy that I was hoping for to finish off the season with a big, comfortable blast and win. Kobe Hartung P3. I know. We know we know the situation. I know your Banks probably had a nice little conversation there. Being able to talk about it. There's no fighting words, right?
No, it was it was an apology. He apologized. We're on good terms.
Yeah, and we went back and looked at it a couple of times in the race, and what I noticed was just getting out of the corner. John was there on corner exit, and you had the run on the inside, and I think that's where John was going to stay.
Yeah.
And like I told Brandon, I said it was such a good close race between all of you right there, with the lap traffic that was battling for position as well. That it just became it almost. I was deflated for a moment, but still a top 3 night tonight.
Oh, trust me, I was too.
I bet. You have five stage wins on the season coming into today's race. You have second most playoff points going into next week. What's your mindset, man?
I mean, Darlington's always a strong track for me. So I guess keep the momentum going, and take this as if I did keep the lead and win the race, and try and take that momentum into Darlington, which I won it. I won it last season, so I don't see why I can't do it again.
And this is where you tend to shine as well when we get into the playoffs. Last season you're last season's champion. You're defending this season. There's a lot of talent out here. There's a lot of drivers that are bidding for that title. is there a little bit more pressure on yourself right now to try to perform well, since you performed very well in the playoffs last season?
Yeah. I've, the whole season I've been running into bad luck left and right. You know, things happen at the end of races where maybe I led the whole race and didn't lead the last lap, and it's just happened time and time again. And this is just another drop in the bucket. And hopefully, I could change the ways of my luck and be able to keep the lead and finish first in one of these. Because I mean, I need something to go my way. I've been super unlucky in all the series I've been racing in lately. So it would be really nice if something win my way.
I think it's time. I mean, it's time for you. You know what I mean? I've got no qualms with thinking that you couldn't get away. I mean, tonight was a great race, and I still think it comes down to the three of you. I still think that there's a possibility that you can control the race line. And Brandon was said he felt like he was a little bit faster on the long run. I just feel like that the air was going to be in your favor when it came to the race line.
It also definitely wasn't a help that I had lap cars that passed me and then couldn't keep up their pace they passed me with. So
Yeah.
I mean, lost my gap.
Yeah. I know it's all about maintaining. You never know what's going to happen in a race. And tonight we saw a whole slew of. It was entertaining. I'm going to say that. I won't say it's deflating. I'll say that it was entertaining, and some heartbreaking moments on the racetrack. But I guess that's, as race fans and as people who call races out here, that's what drives the feeling of what can and cannot be a good race.
Yeah. It was a good race. We had some very good battles for the lead with me, Banks, and Schaefer. But yeah, things happen like that huge wreck on the restart that
Man.
really shook things up. I no clue what happened there.
Roberts lost his monitor.
Oh Lord. I know.
He turned left into try to stay in the grass, and he was trying to get on his brakes, but he lost his monitors, and that's what happened there. We actually brought him up to talk to him during the race about it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know that one took Nate out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, he finished fifth, so he's still the biggest mover of the race.
Well, to be fair, that did take pretty much everyone behind third out.
Yeah. But a lot of people able to get it figured out.
It is what it is.
All right, Bryant, what you got for him?
Oh, Colby, dude, I feel bad for you, man. You get beat up, and it was hard. So you got, I think you're right. Where if a lap card hadn't messed with you a little bit there, I think that I don't know if Branks would have got you as quick, and it would have been very close to the end there. And then that kind of created a waterfall effect. Banks catches you, then you catch Hammond, and it gets kind of clustered, and bad stuff happens. How bad was the damage from the incident?
My right front tire was not pointing the right direction. I couldn't turn.
Yeah,
that was I immediately lost like 5/10 every lap.
Right.
But yeah, it was a tough situation. Kind of lost my train of thought, but it was tough.
yeah, it looked like that car was not performing the way you wanted to. I thought maybe this guy's got a lot of skill, a lot of determination. I thought maybe you'd march your way back, but too much damage to march back for sure, right?
Yeah. Well, if you looked at the last run, I was able to hold Banks was within 5/10 the whole run, and I was able to hold him off. So I mean, I was kind of doing the same thing there because it's so difficult to pass, especially if you don't have the outside, which I was doing a really nice job not letting him get to the outside, and it's almost impossible to pass when you're on the inside. But yeah, I feel like I could have held him off another, like, what, 15, 20. I think that's what I had left when the incident
Mhm.
happened. But
I think that's where the race line on this track is so it dictates so much the draft, the speed, the excuse me, the chance to just to have the chance, and I think that's where it's at right now. But still entertaining race when it comes down to it. You know, you guys drove the ever dog snot out of it. You have some bonus points coming your way. You know, I think that's part of the allure here. You know, it still was a good race, and you know, minus just some BS.
yeah, looking at it, me and Nate and Wes are going to be the top three going into the playoffs here. So I mean, Nate's probably going to be uncatchable until the championship round with all those playoff points he has. Definitely going to need him to wreck out of a race or something to um, make that 35-point gap up. But uh, I I'm hoping I can maintain to this interesting interesting playoff format or whatever. We're trying it out, and I have I've been questioning it, but I guess we'll see how it goes.
I mean, that's all you can do. You got Darlington, Iowa, Talladega. Anybody can have a bad day at Talladega. Then
I know I'm gonna have a bad day there. I don't think I've finished a super speedway race.
Auto Club, Texas, and Richmond, and then Homestead for the final two races. 8 drivers to run the final 2 races for the championship, and then that's going to be an average of points, right? It's going to reset, be an average, right? No,
sure, yeah.
no bonus points. We'll have to make sure that we ask about that. But
I personally think if there's a tie at the end, it should be like golf, like a 30-lap shootout or something at a random track.
we'll put you guys in mud runners
Yeah.
Mhm.
or Wreckfest. That's what we'll do. It'll be Wreckfest. It'll be a Wreckfest finale. That's what it'll be.
I'm down. Or Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
Let's go one-on-one in Mario Kart.
Little Mad.
Mario Kart 8. Here
We're gonna play PGA. That'll be what we do.
Oh.
Yep.
All right, Brian. Anything else for Colby?
Did you hear Jason's? Your big. I mean, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
I'm a fan of all of them. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of one driver more than the other.
Me neither. I was just. Next week I'll come back and Brandon Banks will be a distant memory. But I apologize, Colby. I was rooting for Brandon Banks. I was rooting for my so-called underdog. But I'll make sure I root for you next week at Darlington. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Give me your shout outs, my man.
Yeah. Shout out to the field for having a mostly cautionless race. It was pretty smooth throughout. We had a lot of green flag runs. We had green flag pit stops, which that's always good when we get to have those. Thank you for the people that showed up. The numbers were a little down. I don't know if that's because Gateway's kind of an unpopular track, or I don't know. But hopefully we can get those numbers back up for the playoffs. But shout out to you for putting on a great broadcast, and shout out to Stryker and John for putting on the show and running all this. But yeah, that's about all I got.
Colby, you had the fastest lap of the race. You led 90 laps, and you had 0 incident points.
Did all I could.
Yeah, and he still finished 3rd. So you know, I'd be happy with what you got, because it's still something that was incredible.
Yes,
and you're in the playoffs. That's even better.
Yep. Erase everything that happened in the last however many races the regular season was.
18 weeks gone.
Yep.
It's done.
Erase that. We're on to the playoffs. I'm second in points, 35 points behind Nate. Close that gap.
That's
my mindset.
That's what you got to do. Hey, stage wins are going to matter. This is what's going to be the biggest thing.
Oh yeah.
All right, brother. Good luck in your races this week. We'll see you later on Friday.
Yes, sir.
That's 14 on the number in Discord, and 14 in your hearts, there, folks. He's your race one. I'm gonna throw you down with everybody else. I'm sure that's where you're going. Yeah.
I'll move myself.
Bye bye.
You have a good one.
You too. He's going where I was gonna throw him down there with Rex and everybody. So, but entertainment value. I'm only giving you crap, right? You can root for whoever you want. Just remember that, folks. We
Gotta be impartial.
We are fair and impartial. I will tell you who I think wins, but I don't care who wins. That's the biggest thing. I will say that I was a little deflated when the contact happened right there, but that was only because it was like a big build up to a big firecracker that was getting ready to just go, and it was like a bottle rocket went off and it went.
It went off. That's for sure. It
Yeah.
really did go off.
But yeah, that's insane. All right, let me catch up on everything that has happened since everybody's been doing all kinds of stuff. Thank you, Stryker, again. Thank you to all the chats. Thank you to everybody that's out there. Thank you for the 2 GGs. Thank you for the other 2 GGs. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for another 2 roses. Thank you for 3 roses. Thank you for 69 chilies. The giggity chilies. Thank you very much. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the 5-finger hearts. Thank you for the 5 high bears. Thank you to everybody that's out there on TikTok. You're amazing tonight. Anthony says good win, Banks. I think it's a great win. I think it was still a great win. I think, and not to take away from Brandon Banks or anything that they did or anybody did here. I'm never gonna knock the talent these drivers have when it comes to this track and what they have to what they have to do. But I will say that there is a ton of effort that gets put into these leagues, and I know people get heated in the racing world, but you got to remember that racing is racing, and in this series, there's just so much more that can happen to help leagues grow and help these drivers get have the better benefit of just working around each other. I think that was what I take away from tonight's race, is that this was one of the longest green flag runs when it comes to tracks. They only had a couple of cautions, actually 4 cautions, 3 for incident, 1 for the stage. So only 3 accidents, and everything else was just pretty kosher. You know what I mean? So you cannot knock the fact that these drivers, they put in the effort, and they did a great job. I'm never dissatisfied with that. And Bryant does a great job here. I have to give him a little crap every once in a while, because
Oh yeah.
we always got to learn, folks. And he's doing a great job of picking up, he picks up some slack for me, and on top of that, it's nice to have somebody to go back and forth with on a broadcast. But there's just certain ways that we have to present ourselves, and unless something's egregious, we really can't. You can't. Like if Stryker went up and T-boned John Hammond coming to pit road because he was dissatisfied, then that's when I'd be like, that was dumb. But outside of that, we root for race lines. We root for passes when it can happen. We give the analytical portion of this, and you try to bring the drama without the drama. And I think that's what folks.
Mm-hmm.
If I could give any advice to anybody out there looking to be an iRacing commentator, leave your emotions at the door, because the only emotion you should do is inflection with your voice, and that's what's crazy about it. Because at the end of the day, I feel bad for Colby, but I also feel bad for John Hammond in that regard, because John was in the spot that he needed to be. We watched it back, and John was up high. He was exiting out. Hartung was there, and it was just bad timing. So that's how I see it. But yeah, it was good. It was entertaining, and that's where I'm at with it. But Bryant, they're going to Darlington, which is the opposite track of this. So we're gonna see. Yeah, oh yeah, it's shaped the same. It's the same lane,
but completely different.
It's shaped the same, backwards. Has a little bit more banking, but it's the same, about the same length. So that track's going to be, and that's going to be round one of the. It's going to be round one of the playoffs.
Yeah. Probably should see. We probably will see some throwbacks next week. For Darlington. That'll be exciting.
Speaking of throwbacks, tomorrow night, Wednesday night throwback series. I'll be back here. We're going to be going live on all these platforms again, which is cool. We'll be live on. Thank you, Sherry. Much love. Thank you. You're amazing. We'll be live on. We're gonna try to go live on all 5 of them again. So, again, if you like what you see, make sure you follow us on all the platforms. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok, or X, whatever you want to call it. They just need to figure it out.
Twitter?
Because if you go to twitter.com /@RealSig Esports, that's my name. If you go to x.com /@ just give me one. Either way. We're live on X, as well as thank you to those who are out there on X as well. And we're also live on TikTok. So it's fun, folks. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been fun. TikTok, much love to you. We'll see you. I'm going to end with you guys first. Thank you very much. I know you guys got to see the camera. Very cool. Thank you to all the views. Thank you to everybody out there. 678 views. It's still happening right now. Thank you very much, Jeremy Nelson, for joining in. Thank you to all. Thank you, TikTok, very much. Thank you to all the gifts and all the cool things that are out there. You guys are amazing. So we'll see you very soon. And yeah, probably do something. I think we're going to be doing some gaming tomorrow. I think that's going to be a real thing. All right. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.